guys are so nuts.
This is
Boys.
watermelon hail.
Welcome in, chat. Doesn't look like it may not be on the ground right now, so Dick Worsham. Dude, I can't. I just can't with that name. Are you ready, chat? Oh!
10,000.
Oh
10,001. 2. It just keeps going. It's like a clock.
Are you ready tonight, Phoenix of the Gods?
Oh my! Not what I was saying.
Let's build up the hype, chat. Let's build it up. We're going through the final checklist. And then we're all systems go. That's right. That's right. Get to know each other in chat. Say hi. Looks like it's starting to rope out a little bit, Edgar. This is crazy.
Wow! Look at that!
At Angela Hones 927 super chatted $6.78. Well done, guys. Love
I
from
can't
Milford.
even with this right now, guys. Like, what is this?
Brad is out front. Brad is taking a strong lead. Here comes number 7, right on the side. Number 1, number 14 are making a push. Number 7. Oh my God! Number 1 is going down to the end. Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, chat. Send this stream to every single person that you know.
Like, oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, who's this girl in the back, bro? She's just sitting here, just hadn't said a dang word, just staring at us.
That's my girlfriend.
Oh,
Babe, hold your mic button down.
What's up?
wait, what's your username? Hold on. Was that Lactatia?
It's Letitia.
All right, chat. First poll's coming in hot right now. And now, your local on the Meower. Let's go! Let's get the hype going! First poll is coming in hot! Let's go! Boat Guy. Phil, you're behind Boat Guy. He's going to get you through this. People in the chat are loving Boat Guy. Jess, Ginger Ninja, the return of the boat. Andrew Johnson, you can always trust the guy with the boat. I'm telling you, this guy, Eric Gray, that guy is going fishing no matter what. And now,
let's go!
Your local on the Meow. All right, we're starting it, guys. Got everything done. We're going live. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
The following program is a production of the Stormfront Freaks Network.
Where am I? What is this place? It's so dark. Oh, what is that sound? Ah! This is the Big Weather Show! Go! I'm your host, Stormcat5. That is absolutely insane.
We're going to talk about the biggest stories in weather.
That is a massive Here we go. Debris ball.
And who knows what we're going to say.
Was that Lactatia?
It's Letitia.
So strap in, buckle up. The big weather show starts in 10, 9,
Count it down, chat.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now.
Boom. TG. It's Saturday, whatever. Welcome in, chat. This is the Big Weather Show. Let's go. Are you kidding me, chat? We've got an absolute banger today. We are smack dab in the middle. In the 5th inning. In the 2nd quarter. In the 2nd period. And every other sports analogy you can think of this epic, historic winter storm, where we have winter storm warnings from Pecos, Texas, Midland, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico, all the way up to Augusta, to Concord, New Hampshire, Augusta, Maine. That's over 2,000 miles of winter storm warnings. That's over 30% of the country is in winter storm warnings.
At Stupacell super chatted $4.99.
Oh, no.
Buy some nuggies before it's too late.
That's right, chat. W's in chat for Stu. He's getting things off on a chalk foot tonight. We've got a lot to talk about, chat. We are tracking this historic winter storm. And we are not the only ones, but I can promise you this. There's a lot of other people here on YouTube that are streaming right now. But I can promise you this. We will be the most informative and the most entertaining stream out there. And that is an absolute fact. Here's what we got cooking right now, chat. Let's look at the big screen. Right now. This is what we got cooking. We have a winter storm. This is the past 24 hours of radar. And you can see it's starting to take shape in a massive way. Let's look at the bigger screen here. This is the radar right now. And if we look across the country, let's just pause it here right at the end. We've got snow ongoing in Virginia Beach at the same time that we have snow back here in Lubbock and Amarillo, Texas. We've got ice and freezing rain hitting the Dallas metro area. We've got Agent Dan that we're going to bring in just a second to talk about that. We've got Agent Dan to talk about and show us the live conditions of Texas. We've got Brother John Banghoff, who is about to fly. He's about to fly in a plane. He's going to fly from here all the way down to Houston, right through it. We're going to talk to him too. We've got Brother Stupercell, who's here in Ohio. He's going to give us a live report. We've got a packed show, and this is just the beginning for our brothers in Ohio, in Kentucky, in West Virginia, in the Carolinas, in Tennessee. This is just the beginning. So if you're looking outside, if you're in any one of those states that I just mentioned, and you're looking outside, you're like, where is it? I don't see anything falling from the sky. I can promise you it is coming. It is coming. And this right here, guys, is the highest level of winter threat that I can issue. It's a Cat 5. It's a Cat 5 alert. Uh-oh. We've got an epic winter storm. And I'm issuing a Cat 5 alert for this winter storm. Let me show you why. This is what this storm is going to do over the next 24 to 48 hours. We're just going to fast forward this all the way to the end. Look at that big swath of snow. From Oklahoma City through Boston. 17 inches in Boston. Close to 15 inches in Ohio. Maybe 16 to 17 inches in southern Indiana. This is 10-to-1 ratios, so these totals could be even higher. We're going to talk about all this and more right now. Let's bring in, first we're going to bring in John and Dan. Brother John and Dan, how are you guys doing tonight? John, I'll start with you.
What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm on a plane, getting ready to take off from Chicago O'Hare International Airport to George Bush International in Houston for the American Meteorological Society annual meeting. I was originally scheduled to fly out of Baltimore tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And anybody that has checked the forecast knows that was a fool's errand. It wasn't going to happen, so I moved my flight up. Spent about 4 hours in the State College Airport. What a magnificent place to try to get on the road. I am now airborne and hoping to get into Houston tonight ahead of the imminent freezing rain threat. My co-founder, Weatherfront Dylan Steinkrew, will be attempting to drive from Lincoln, Nebraska down to Houston, Texas, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. It's going to be tough, but we have an exhibitor booth that will open, whether we're ready or not, at, I think, 5 p.m. Monday night. So if you guys are the praying type, throw up your prayers that Dylan can make it safely in the midst of some treacherous conditions across the South. But happy to be here. I'm going to have to hop off, obviously, because I can't keep, talking, doing my thing. But yeah, huge storm. Encourage y'all to scope out Weatherfront, see what it's all about. It's been a lot of fun looking at all the data. I know Brady, big fan of Weatherfront and uses it on a lot of his streams. But just appreciate y'all. Be safe, and I'll hang on for as long as I can. But if I just have to hop off, it'll be because I'm about to go airborne. And I learned last flight that apparently it's illegal to do video calls on a flight. Who knew?
Wow.
I've never heard that before, but they're prohibited. Now that Starlink is on a lot of these flights, I can get to a whole bunch of stuff, but apparently no video calling. So I will have to hop off. It's the law.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, we don't want to be doing anything illegal here, Brother John. And listen, John, the dedication that in the middle of one of the most historic winter storms in forever, literally, in this isn't the worst storm ever, right? But we haven't had a storm like this in a long time, Brother John. And you're flying on one of the worst days and trying to get to AMS. It's crazy. It's the dedication. I love it.
I'm also a little bit sad to be missing what could be the most significant storm of my time in State College. 15 inches is the current number from December 15th, 2020. Epic storm. We'll see if we end up surpassing that, but the consolation is that it's going to be below freezing. I think until February 7th is what the GFS would say in State College. So that snow is going to stick around. It'll still be there to enjoy it once I get back, to hang out with the kiddo and the wife once I'm back from Houston. Yeah, it's fun, and just again hopeful that I can get into town, because I didn't want to be stranded in State College, and who knows if the Houston airport's even going to be open tomorrow, depending on this freezing rain threat down there. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, no way, John. I would bet you're getting out one of the last flights, because the network will be crippled tomorrow, and you are absolutely getting out on the last flights. John, real quick before you go, what is your thoughts on this storm? I'm curious.
Yeah, so I mean, it's awesome, right? This is one of the things meteorologists dream of. We saw signals of it a week and a half ago. I posted something on Weatherfront's pages that was like, use the ensembles, don't use the deterministic models. But it turns out the deterministic models were onto something. And just the scope of this, like the extent of it. I was on my previous flight showing a guy like all the winter storm warnings, and he was like, wow, that's crazy. So even anybody who's not super into weather can understand the majesty of it all. I think it's really shown us that the models still have some work to do, right? They're certainly not perfect, and has led to plenty of conversations. Like, I think one of the big lessons is that the warm nose always wins out, right? And I think the 3 kilometer NAM has done a pretty good job yet again of nailing that forecast. It's a little sad that that's going to be going away at some point soon. But man, it's going to be really fun tomorrow. I'm excited to just watch if there's any mesoscale banding that sets up. You're talking probably 2-inch-an-hour snowfall rates in one area that you could start seeing 2 feet, 2.5 feet. I remember that December 2020 storm I was talking about. I was working the overnight shift, and that mesoscale band set up just north of State College up there, Binghamton. Binghamton got 40 inches. And I think this storm has the potential probably to create, some 2 foot plus amounts looks like southern New York, like Albany neck of the woods is probably the best corridor. But yeah, that area you circled, Brady, that's going to be the deformation zone where the mesoscale bands are the most persistent. And it's going to stay all snow the entire time. Southeast PA probably gets a little bit of sleet mixing in. But I'd say anywhere from like State College up through Albany, that corridor is probably where I'd be watching for one of these mesoscale bands to set up. And if, you get 2-inch-an-hour rates for several hours, like all of a sudden you go from a foot storm to, 2 feet or more. So it's going to be fun. I love watching these things in real time. And man, it's going to be a blast to watch it all play out and just enjoy, right? Like it's going to be a lot of people just looking at the sky, and
100%.
I'm excited about that.
100%. And you're flying through the beginnings of this now. I mean, you better tell the pilot, maybe like go out, put some sensors on the plane, ingest that in some of the weather models here.
It's funny on the flight from State College to O'Hare, right? We're flying like west, northwest, basically due west. And the pilot got on and was talking about how we're dealing with 160 knot headwinds. And it's like, the plane is booking from like a ground relative. Well, from they're throttling it really hard, but ground relative, it's just, I imagine like walking into hurricane force winds and trying to walk forward. So got to see that. I wish we could have like visualized the stream flow outside to see how fast the winds are blowing. This flight, maybe it get a little bumpy down as we get closer to Houston.
Yeah.
Some of the convective elements and things, depending on what route we take, I'll be curious. We actually may go out and around the back end of it, just so we're not, I'd imagine, I don't know. We'll see. I'll be curious to have FlightAware up and track and see exactly what route we're going to take to get in there. Be interesting.
You're going to be flying, guys. So John's up here, guys. John's up here. Oh, whoa. John's up here. He's going to be flying from here down to Houston. So flying through the heart of the storm, kind of flying through a little bit of the dry slot right here that's forming. The dry air that's yeah, you're going to shoot the gap here. But then when you get down to Houston, you can see just in the last couple of frames here, starting to get some freezing rain or sleet that's mixing down near the Houston metro area. So, I believe they're expected, to get at least maybe 1/10 of an inch, which for Houston is a big deal.
Yeah, I've been watching it. It looks like the cold has been arriving a little sooner than expected with some of the models. That's fairly typical. Get this real strong cold wedge down at the surface that sort of bulldozes its way in. But expectation at this point is that freezing rain won't start in Houston downtown until tomorrow morning. So I'm supposed to get in just after midnight local time, and optimistic that we'll get in and we'll be fine. But then thereafter, I think things could deteriorate. The other thing I didn't realize is a lot of the roads in Houston are raised. They're like bridges or overpasses because it's really marshy there. And so that's going to lead to a higher propensity for slick roads because, again, bridges and overpasses freeze first. And I don't think that Houston has a lot of infrastructure, salt piles, those sorts of things to keep things going. So a lot of the idea is that maybe for most of Sunday, Houston will be pretty much shut down. So we'll hunker down in the convention center, do our thing at AMS, and hopefully by Monday, Dylan can slide in and we can go pick up some rugs and a table chairs for our exhibitor booth, and then we'll be off to the races. Spreading the good word.
Yeah, there you go. And John, I just noticed on Weatherfront, brother, we got some thunder sleet. That's thunder ice ongoing just to the west of Texarkana, which that's when we have, you look up in the sky, you see lightning and thunder coming from snow or ice. And that's exactly what this lightning strike right in there is. And that's pretty rare, right? That only happens in some of the strongest storms.
Totally.
John, I got one last question because then you got to go. How's the mood on the plane? Are people taking this? Are people a little bit,
I think people are clueless, honestly. I don't think anybody has any idea. Maybe they do, but I haven't heard much buzz about it. I have heard a lot of people that were on the flight from State College when we landed in Chicago. They're just like, thank goodness. Because we were looking at a reality. If we didn't get out tonight, the State College Airport's closed tomorrow, and then the snow's going to linger, and so you're talking probably 3 days you're going to be stuck there. So people were relieved to get to Chicago, but at this point, I don't know. I'm sure people are somewhat aware, right? There's a winter storm warning down there. I think extreme cold warning as well. So it's going to be pretty intense. But I think at this point, people are probably just happy to be getting to Houston and reaching their presumably final destination to get settled in and hunker down tomorrow.
Yeah, and it will be a interesting day in Houston. It'll be an interesting day in Texas. It'll be an interesting day across basically a huge swath of the country as we get a potentially historic storm that sweeps through and drops just an unbelievable amount of snow, ice, freezing rain. And John, you're right. The snow will be there when you get back. It will be there when you get back.
Yeah.
Trust me.
One other thing that I think is going to be really interesting to watch tomorrow is the northern extent of sleet in the Mid-Atlantic. Some guidance keeps it south of the Mason-Dixon line between Pennsylvania and Maryland. Others bring it much farther north, say up to I-80. I think that's going to be a really interesting discussion. And just north of that sleet line is probably going to be the jackpot. So the question is, like this model, I don't know what it is, but it gets up maybe a little farther than some of the other guidance. Does that warm nose low-level jet kind of spoil the fun for folks in maybe Harrisburg and Philly, right? Like that's a definite concern, if you will. But then that'll have implications as well on where that strongest corridor is going to be. New York City, right? Do they get a sleet storm? Do they stay snow the entire time? That's going to be a fascinating thing to watch in real time tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I completely agree. To John's point, right? What I just drew in here, this is your freezing line, guys. And anything to the north of that is all snow. This is all snow. Jackpot. That's where the jackpot of snow will be. Everything to the south of that is all freezing rain, sleet, and rain as well. That's the trouble spot. That's where you do not want to be. You do not want to be below that line. You want to be north of that line because this is the fun zone. This is the no fun zone, right? And it's just, there will be someone that is expecting a foot of snow in Pennsylvania, in Washington, in Maryland, in New Jersey that gets just destroyed by sleet and freezing rain.
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse.
Well, and I think there'll still be a good thump of snow ahead of it. So it's not like these people aren't going to get good snow. There's probably still, you're talking 6 to 8 to 10 inches ahead of the sleet because there'll be a pretty good thump. But undoubtedly, if you're in the pursuit of a foot, I think once you see the changeover to sleet happen, you kind of start to think, oh, that's a bummer. You really want to be snow the entire time to cash in on the biggest totals.
100%. Yeah, you
All
really
right, pal. Well, sounds like things are starting to get going here, so I'm going to hop off. But appreciate you all. Be safe. Enjoy the storm tomorrow. And keep checking out Weatherfront. Holler if you guys have things you want to see in there. Let us know. Crew chair ratio is definitely something we've heard a lot of requests for. We'll work on that. But, yeah, be well. And we'll see everybody down in Houston if anybody's going to MS.
Thank you, my brother. The dedication. He's on a plane. He's joining the stream. That's the co-founder of Weatherfront, John Banghoff Chat. If you don't download Weatherfront right now, I will stop streaming. Every single person in chat, download Weatherfront. It is an epic app. Do it now.
It's a dedication I like to see. Appreciate y'all. Be well.
See you, John. All right, brother Dan. Stu, I'm going to bring you in a sec, brother. Got to hit a super chat. Wilson. W in chat for Wilson. Happy Saturday. He said, happy Saturday, Bernie in chat. With the 9 bomb. Wow. I tell you what, chat. Let's go back and show you what the next 24 hours is going to look like. Because, Brother John, also, by the way, the radar that we're looking at, this is Weatherfront. And it's epic. This is the NAM model that we're looking at right here, guys. The next 24 hours. Hello, Brady. We got a fellow Brady in the chat. The next 24 hours are going to be insane. Charles Broccolini, I don't know. This is tonight. The event is going to peak here in Oklahoma City and Texas tonight. In Arkansas, we had freezing rain and we've kind of had a dry slot for some of the day. So they got some big snow in northern Arkansas, but things are going to calm down. They will pick back up. In southern Missouri, we had one wave of snow. We are going to have a second wave that develops overnight tonight. In southern Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, you guys, the event is just beginning for you. You're in the first inning, okay? The first batter is coming up to the plate. The face-off is about to happen. And when that puck drops, it will be epic. The snow's going to start here it's already ongoing in Indiana. I saw my brother Ryan Schrock in chat. He is in Indianapolis. I have a brother in Indy. He's giving me live reports. He said the snow has started. It's light, but it is starting to accumulate in Indianapolis. Do we have any Indianapolis people in the chat? Let me know right now. The snow is also starting in Ohio. I've got another brother in Chillicothe, Ohio, as well. He's confirming the snow has started lightly. I also saw snow when I went outside. So Ohio snow, we are starting to see some accumulations. We got dry air, but the snow is going to start. In Missouri, we've got some Missouri brethren. If you're a Missouri brethren, let me know in chat. We're going to have heavy snow overnight tonight. The event for you is going to be a primarily nighttime event. And in the South, we have a potentially devastating icing scenario setting up. In Nashville, in Memphis, in Knoxville, in Shreveport, in Dallas, where Dan is at, where Agent Dan is at. We will talk to Dan in a second. Dan's got some live cams I want to show. Sarah is in Springfield. That's right, Buckeye fan. Everyone was probably out buying turkey pot pies today. Dan, would you agree with that?
Quite likely.
Wow, we've got Alvin in the chat. This guy's a legend, by the way. Weather Alvin. Check him out. He's going to be a superstar one day. I guarantee you. This is how the next 24 hours is going to play out here, guys. This is midnight tonight. By midnight, Dan's got a second computer. Dan is hacking into the stream. What just happened? That's insane. Dan, how did you just do that? Dan somehow just hacked into my computer right there. That's crazy.
Magic.
I know. This is 12 a.m. tonight. Midnight tonight. I can guarantee you I'm still going to be up. This is 1 a.m. This is 2 a.m. By 3 a.m., guys, this winter storm, we will have a solid precipitation shield that goes from basically New York back here to Lubbock, Texas.
At Intel Alpha Super Chatted $9.99, waiting patiently for the thump in Pittsburgh, brother.
Boom. He's waiting patiently for the thump, for the wallop in Pittsburgh. We will take a look at Pittsburgh in just a second. Someone says, is this a bus for Missouri? No, not yet. I'm not ready to declare it yet. This is 3 a.m. By 5 a.m., heavy snow. Guys, the heaviest snow always falls right here. So you see the freezing line right there. Below this, you've got sleet right here, freezing rain right here in pink. This up here is all snow. Right just to the north of that freezing line is where you get the heaviest bands of snow. And that's where you get the significant accumulations of 1 inch an hour, 2 inch an hour, maybe 3 inch an hour, potentially. You also could have thunder snow, which Brother Stu is going to talk about in just a second. This is 5 a.m. You can see things are finally starting to wind down for Dallas. Oklahoma City is still getting snow at 5 a.m. Missouri, still getting snow. Springfield, I know we got a brother in here at Springfield, getting heavy snow at 5 a.m. Have hope. You have not busted yet. Because look, Springfield's in a dry slot, but watch what happens overnight. Let's go to 8 a.m. This is by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. Heavy snow going on in Pittsburgh, heavy snow in Columbus, heavy snow in Cincinnati, heavy snow in Indianapolis, heavy snow also in St. Louis. But there's that freezing line, guys. Zooming in on that freezing line. It's right in there, right along the Ohio River. Louisville, you are going to be awfully close to a freezing rain event or a snow event. Very close, by the thinnest of margins. Down in Kentucky, unfortunately, looks like there will be some mixing eventually. That will cut down on your snow totals. Once again, the heaviest axis of snow is always just to the north of that freezing line. Where's the freezing line? Let's draw it. Well, actually, wait, right there. It's right in there. Right where you see the purple meet the blue. That's the freezing line. Everyone to the north of that, that's snow. Everyone to the south of that, that's freezing rain and sleet. That's 8 a.m. Let's zoom out. Let's go to our East Coast brethren. Pennsylvania, heavy snow ongoing at 8 a.m. in the morning. New York City, The snow event is just starting for you guys. Washington, D.C., likely getting in on the mixing here of some sleet. Further in the south here. Oh, no. Mama G, what is Shauna Raleigh doing? Will this storm reach China? No. You know what? I think that question deserves a 5-second timeout. Time him out for 5 seconds. Zooming out. Let's go to 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Look at this. Guys, this is what John was talking about when he's talking about the banding. See this purple. This purple is not sleet. That is heavy snow of 1 inch an hour, 2 inch an hour, maybe more. Just 5 seconds, Fuzzy. Nothing more. 10 a.m. Also, heavy freezing rain, guys. Disastrous, potentially freezing rain event down here in the south. And there's a little bit of a lull right now, and people are like, I don't know. Is it going to happen? You know, people are already saying it's a bust. I'm telling you, the heaviest is yet to come. This is now, guys. Wait, this is now. Watch it just fill in. This dry slot's going to fill in a big way overnight as the storm moistens up. It gets nice and moist. That's right. Agent freeze means business. Let's zoom out. Let's go 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 10 a.m. This is 3 p.m., guys. This is when we could have, wow, an absolute dumping of snow in the Northeast. Boston, absolute dumpage. Upstate New York, dumpage. Parts of Pennsylvania, dumpage. Once again, that freezing line could sneak its way up. I don't think it's going to make its way into Pittsburgh, but it's going to be awfully close. I tell you what. State College, also dumpage. Here's that warm nose, guys. That dreaded warm nose of air. And whoever is under that warm nose, you get warm air being pulled up by the low from the south, and that causes our snow to actually melt and fall as sleet or freezing rain. And that will cut down on your totals significantly. So you do not want to be, this is where the warm nose is going to be. You don't want to be there. Because that will mean your totals go from a foot down to 4, 5, 6, 7 inches. Maybe more. Maybe less. And then, once we get to 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., we still could have snow back ongoing in Indiana. We still could have snow in Illinois. We still could have snow ongoing in Ohio. By 5. That's almost 24 hours. 6, 7, 8. Look at this. They're getting a second wave here in Ohio. Are you kidding me? Pennsylvania, still snow ongoing. In Boston. I'm going to Boston. This is when the heavy snow is going to fall. Tomorrow night, the Northeast is going to get absolutely creamed. Absolutely dumped on. 9, 10, and Kelsey in the chat. Kelsey is from the Northeast, and she is going to get absolutely destroyed by snow. And she hates the snow. New poll, coming in hot. Do you like snow? New poll. While I'm doing that, I'm going to bring in Agent Dan. And then I'm going to bring in Stu after that. Agent Dan. The people want to see your fedora.
Everyone wants to see my fedora.
That they do. Dan, where'd you get that?
If I told you, you probably wouldn't believe me.
Dan, I would believe you.
It was a wedding in Puerto Rico.
All right, I would not have believed you.
Okay.
I definitely would not have believed you if you said that.
Yeah.
So, Dan, we got to talk about this. We'll come back and talk about the totals. because today things have changed slightly. The models have run, they've continued to run, and we do have some updates in the snow totals, where that heaviest axis of snow is, where that heaviest axis of freezing rain is going to be. Also, we'll take a look at some cams. Also, we're going to bring in Stu here in a second, and he's going to give us an update on some of the warnings, maybe some of the thunder snow, and what he's seeing as well. And then we'll bring in Brother Kyle after that. Dan, let's talk about Texas. Let me pull up the radar. How are we doing in Texas, Dan? Because there was talk of this event being catastrophic potentially for Texas. Have you heard or seen anything around the Dallas metro area?
So this morning, temperatures dropped below freezing around 7 o'clock in the morning. The roads were still fine. It takes a while for the roads to freeze. They are frozen. Right
They are
now,
frozen.
We'll take a look outside here shortly. But yeah, precipitation is sticking to paved surfaces.
Okay. So Texas is starting to get frozen here. And Dan, is this freezing rain falling right now, or is this sleet? That's what I'm curious, because there's two very different potential outcomes here.
So this morning it was sleet, and I think off and on I'm still hearing sleet hitting the window.
Okay.
It is a wintry mix on the ground. It's hard to tell really what it is. It's all just kind of meshed together.
Okay. See, Dan, that actually tells me that's a good thing. Because if we're getting mixed, and this is the mesoscale discussion here, mix of freezing rain and sleet. So they're getting kind of a mixed bag. Some sleet. Sleet is best case scenario. Freezing rain, that's worst case scenario. So we're hoping more sleet falls than freezing rain, because sleet is much easier to clean up. It doesn't stick on things. Whereas freezing rain sticks, and it's a problem. We got people in the chat talking about Taco Bell. Don't do that. You're making me hungry. Dan, do you have a camera you wanted to show?
I do have a camera from Oklahoma. It's in Oklahoma City, and it's snowing up there right now.
Let's look. Wow. So this is Oklahoma City. And heavy snow is falling. Do you see that truck just drive by? Interesting.
Yeah, he's excited to be on camera.
He is. So this is a live look at Oklahoma City right now. The roads are completely snow covered. It's hard to see how much snow is falling there. Let me look, actually. Our Oklahoma City brother, I will say, Dan, I think I saw some people talking about maybe the snow underperforming in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
But if I'm looking right now. Reports are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches of snow right now in Oklahoma City. These are the snow reports. Here's a very acutely labeled snow legend. So anything in blue, that's 4 to 6. You see 5, 4, 5. Wait, there's Oklahoma City. 5, 4, 5, 3. Oklahoma City has got about 5 inches of snow so far. They still have more to go. Just the beginning of the event probably the middle. This is probably the middle of the event for Oklahoma City here. If we take a look, they've got a heavy band of snow that's just north of the city. And our storm, Dan, is just starting to take place. It's just beginning. We still have way more. We still have 24 to 48 hours more of this storm. And I think all of our storm chasing brethren, we've got a lot of storm chasing brethren. Connor Croft is one of them. He's here in Oklahoma. I think he started in Oklahoma, and now they're driving east. They're trying to keep up with this storm because this storm is going to continue. Now, I'm curious. We're going to bring in Brother Stu here. Stu, welcome to the stream, brother.
Hello? Is it working?
Stu, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Fantastic. So Brother Stu here is in Ohio. He's been tracking this for Ohio. I know we got a lot of Ohio brother in the chat. So Stu, let's first start with some Ohio updates here. Has snow started yet across the state? Have you seen anything that's started?
Yes. So here in Columbus, in the upper Arlington area, there's already snow on the ground. The roads are already snow covered, and it's only been snowing for about an hour. So conditions are deteriorating quickly. I believe there are 1,000 crews out on the road across the state of Ohio right now for ODOT.
Wow.
And I know there are multiple states under a state of emergency, which includes Ohio. So everything is on a higher state of readiness currently. But there is snow on the ground. The heaviest of snow is expected Sunday morning, where we could see some potential thunder snow between 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be a pretty long 24 to 36 hours across the state of Ohio.
Wow. Completely agree with that. And to Stu's point, watch this, guys. Hey, if you're an Ohio brethren, put it in chat. Put it in chat right now.
Super chatted $4.99. Wow.
Okay.
If Stu can be up there, I deserve to be up there because he's chocked.
I'm
You
not
made me
that
drop my
shocked.
pen, Haley.
I'm not that shocked.
Oh, you made me drop my pen. Chat, how chalked is Nick? Nick is very chalked. So W's in chat for Haley. But this is what Stu was talking about, guys. Tomorrow morning, we are going to see heavy snow ongoing in Columbus. This is 11 a.m., guys. I will be live at 11 a.m., and I can guarantee you I might be outside doing some live reporting, which would be epic because we could get snowfall rates of 1 inch an hour plus. Thunder snow is a possibility in this whole region. And if we get thunder snow, that is a bucket list item for a meteorologist. It just is. Seeing a hurricane, seeing a tornado, and seeing thunder snow. We all saw what happened to Jim Cantori when he saw thunder snow. And he's right now, Jim's in New York, and they're going to get chalked with some mixing, I think. But that's just me. If you're an Ohio brother, and put it in chat right now. Okay, we got to talk about snowfall totals here. Because these totals, and Kyle, I'm going to bring you up in just a second too, brother. These totals. Let's just go model rundown here, model by model. Let's compare. Because there's still some differences in here, in the snow. And this is what everyone wants to know, is how much snow am I going to get? If you're thinking that right now in chat, let me know. If you're thinking how much snow am I going to get, just say it in chat, saying how much snow am I going to get? Let's take a look. This is the latest high-res models. W's in chat for Haley. This is the NAM model. This is the latest NAM model. Interesting. This is the heaviest axis of snow. These are 10-to-1 ratios, guys. Keep in mind, because the air will be so cold. We've been talking about this for days now, that the snow will be higher than this because the ratios, you normally get 10-to-1, right? In this case, because we've got polar Arctic air. Look at this air. Let me show you this, guys. If you've stepped outside in the last 2 days, if you haven't been living under a rock, if you've been living under a rock, put it in chat. New poll. Have you been living under a rock? Vote now. Brother Nick, you got to give at least 5 to do Texas speech. These are the temperatures, guys. We are talking about single digits. Indianapolis, 5. Pittsburgh, 9. St. Louis, 6. Amarillo, Texas, 9. These are actual temperatures. Chicago, -6. Milwaukee, or Wisconsin, brethren, -13. Appleton, -11. I don't even want to show you wind chills. These are disgusting. Oh my goodness. Just gross. Wind chills. This right here, and the fact that the temperatures as you go higher up in the atmosphere are also cold and brutally cold. That is the reason why our snow ratios, which would normally be 10-1, which is what this model is showing, they're higher than that. They're 15, they're 12-1, they're 15-1. What does that mean? That means that these snow totals will likely be higher than what's being shown. And I'm interested to see the NAM. Let's take a look at the HRRR. Absolute crush job of snow. 9, 10, 12, 13, 15 inches of snow. Pittsburgh, close to 12. And then through the Northeast. I do think New York City is probably going to be less. But you see that right there. This is that warm nose. This is that dreaded warm nose. Look at that. Your snow totals go from almost a foot here in Columbus to 3 inches in just a matter of miles, in a couple hundred miles. And it's that warm nose that's going to destroy all of their snow totals. Let's take a look. Let's compare some of these other models. This is the latest RRFS model. Crush job, hammer job, crush job. Everything is pointing. All the latest models are still pointing to up to a foot plus. Someone in this region, guys, is going to get 18 inches of snow. Many will not, but someone in this region, probably more like, this region. Someone in this region plus Boston is going to get close to 18 inches of snow. A lot of you will just see around 10 to 12 to 14. But someone in there, whoever gets the bands, the banding that happens tomorrow, whoever gets the heaviest bands will get 18 inches. And that will be epic. Absolutely epic. So get ready for it. Must have been from last night. Let's take a look at the latest HRRR here. And Stu. I want to reckon Stu, because you've been kind of tweeting about this all day. What have you noticed on the HRRR?
So in the past few of the extended runs, so we're talking the 21Z, the 18Z, and even the 00Z, the snow totals have been slowly increasing, and same on the cams too. I believe every single model, if you look, has shown over 15 inches of snow from a band stretching from, I believe, the southern part of Illinois all the way up into Columbus, Ohio, even a bit further than that, possibly into Akron. And some models have had a wider swath of this 15 inches. Some have been more narrower. Like I think on the 18Z of the HRRR had the intense band at 19 inches of snow in Columbus, Ohio. And that's probably a worst case scenario situation. I don't think we'll see anywhere close to 18 inches, but I would not be surprised if some places in Ohio see 10 to 15, maybe just a tad bit higher than that for snow totals at the end of this.
I completely agree with you. I was looking on Twitter. I think this is where we'll likely see there's going to be, I think, 2 separate bullseyes of snow. This is just my guess. But based upon what I'm seeing with the models, there's going to be 2 separate areas that potentially get up to 18 inches. You've got that first circle right there. 10 to 18. And then you're going to have a second area, a second snow max in the Northeast in places like Boston, Albany, Connecticut. And in there, you will get dramatically higher snow totals because you will have a band of snow. We talk about this all the time, right? Sometimes you can get bands that set up, and they literally look like bands. We call them bands because they literally look like a rubber band. And in that band, you go 20 miles north, 20 miles south, you got light to moderate snow. But in that band, you have heavy snow accumulating rapidly. And that's what could happen tomorrow. Normally in these systems, there is a couple of these bands that set up, and whoever gets in that band will get close to 18 inches of snow. Kelsey's in the circle of doom. Kelsey might be the only one on this stream that doesn't like snow. Chat, if you don't like snow, put it in chat.
I sure don't.
That is chalked.
And to add on to your point, in the Northeast, I believe the totals have uptrended even further there. I believe they're close to 20, possibly up to 2 feet of snow in the Boston area.
Yeah. And keep in mind, guys, this ratio that we're looking at right here, this is 10 to 1. So these totals of 15 inches, they'll be higher. Brother Dan, are you going mobile right now?
I am.
Dan, be careful.
So this is Dallas.
Oh my.
This is the uptown area of Dallas, just north of downtown.
Wow. Dan, what is that on the ground? Is that sleet? Is that freezing rain? Is that a combination of both?
This is it's sleet.
Wow. Do we think that tastes good, Dan?
I can guarantee it does not taste good.
Yeah, don't eat it. Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yeah, this is Wycliffe. I'm actually walking in the middle of the street, and you can see it is covered.
It does not look like there's a soul out there right now. There's one car. You see that one car over there?
There's one car over here. Yeah.
What is he doing? Go home.
He's sitting at the traffic light. This is a grocery store here, and looks like they're closing.
Oh, Dan, you might need to go stock up, brother.
Yeah, I think they're closed. There's like 2 cars in the parking lot, and one of them's security.
Wow. What could security be doing there right now?
I don't know.
Maybe they're stocking up while everyone's not there. Now, Dan, does the ground feel a little sticky?
I've got fairly good traction. It's a little slick, but not bad.
Okay. I'm curious if the also the shot of your chair there is pretty out of control. I'm curious how slippery it is out there. I'm curious if it, because guys, the difference between sleet and freezing rain is massive. And it looks like, to me, that looks like sleet. Sleet, is a little slippery. And then freezing rain's like, whoa.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
This is sleet. So yeah, it's not freezing rain. It's not too slick.
That's good. That is a very good sign actually for our Dallas brotherhood, because the more sleet that falls, the less likely they are to get power outages. Dan, I tell you what, you've got quite the fan club in chat. Agent Freeze is a bad boy. People love the Agent Freeze. They love the Agent Dan. They love, wow, we got a shopping cart right there. Dan, get that shopping cart.
We're going to go for a walk with a shopping cart.
That's right.
Oh, it's frozen.
Let's give it a push, Dan. Let's see if it goes.
No. There it is right there.
That went nowhere.
We're gonna take the shopping cart around we're gonna put it over here in the corral.
Dan, guys, Agent Dan is putting the shopping cart back in. What a good guy. What a good guy. Oh my, what just happened?
There we go.
Oh. What do we think that security guard, if he sees you, what do we think he's thinking right now?
I don't know. There's someone driving through the parking lot wondering what we're doing.
Wow. I wonder what he's doing. There's no way that person should be at Kroger. Go home. This is a winter storm. Oh my goodness. Wow. So this is in a Kroger parking lot in Texas, where we have sleet falling in Texas. And that's a good news. In Dallas, that is, as long as sleet continues to fall, that is almost best case scenario. Now, Dan, I'm curious.
Here's a car that's been parked. Yeah, it's been parked here for a little while, so you can see the accumulation on it.
Yeah. it looks like there's some freezing rain on the windows. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
Could you imagine this person's car that just comes out there and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you looking at my car?" Wow. So it looks like there has been some freezing rain there. The good news, Kroger has still got the lights on. The lights are still on. So power has not been knocked out.
No, yeah, we've got power
fantastic
here. Yeah.
Okay. That's
And we've
fantastic
got
news.
precip falling right now.
Okay. Is it falling as freezing rain?
Yeah, it feels like rain, and it's gonna be freezing when it hits the surface.
Okay. That's not good. That's not good. I know that
it's
look,
cold.
guys. It looks cold.
I'm gonna head back inside.
You don't have any gloves, Dan. Where are your gloves?
Oh yeah, they're inside.
Oh my god. Are you crazy?
Oh, look at all these cars.
Oh, go home. What are these people doing? Oh my goodness. What are we doing? Go home. Wow. All right, Dan. Travel safe. Go get warm.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
W's in chat for Agent Dan. We're going to bring in Brother Kyle. Kyle, you're on. Question,
Brady, how
brother.
you doing?
Fantastic, Kyle. Let's hear it for Brother Kyle in chat. Kyle, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What have you noticed on the models? Have you noticed anything tonight specifically for, because looking at the radar right now, there's the storm's starting to fill in here, but like there's still a pretty good dry slot right there that I don't know if the model's fully picked up on.
I think they pretty much had that locked in that it would be there.
Okay.
I'm looking right now because I honestly had just been zoomed in on the local area more than anything.
Okay.
Yeah, the HRRR right now has a hole over Memphis, is what it's
Really?
supposed to have.
Okay.
So, I mean, it looks almost identical to that.
Okay. So it seems like the models generally are handling well. Now I'm curious. Things are really starting to take shape. This snow shield that we talked about is really starting to take shape. Kyle, are you getting snow at your place in Ohio?
Right before I came up, yeah, it was snowing. It had started about 7, went over to like a little sleet grapple mix, and then went back to snow.
Okay. Interesting. Chat, if you're here in Ohio, give me a yes in chat. If snow is falling in Ohio, give me a yes. Give me yes, it's falling. If snow is falling where you are at, put it right now in chat. Give me a snow is falling, and then give me like a city. That's right. W is for Kyle. So Kyle, what are your thoughts on this winter storm? What do you think how the next 24 hours is going to play out? Do you think the snow totals? So, we're talking about these snow totals. Let's go back to the snow totals. Let's go back to HRRR. Let's just look at this one model. Oh, whoa. Keep in mind, these are higher snow ratios, so these numbers are a little bit. What do you think, Kyle, about these numbers? Some of these numbers that are being shown, they're extreme. I mean, we're talking about, in the company of a few storms in the past decade that have done this.
I don't think Columbus is getting 17.5.
I agree with that.
I mean, if a band sets up over him, maybe, but probably not.
Do you think, so you think some of these totals here, even in Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Boston, potentially a little bit overdone?
I think so. I think that HRRR overdoes a lot of precip events anyways by a little
Do you
bit.
think these are more accurate?
I think it's in between the two.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. I would agree with that. I think that our snow totals here are somewhere between this and this. And I think I will say this. Someone in here, like I've been saying all the time, someone in here is going to get 18 inches. Absolutely. Someone's going to get 18 inches.
I think somebody in Ohio will probably get close to the 18 inches. It's just not going to be widespread.
I agree. I think it'll be isolated. Whoever gets that ban will get 18. And then whoever doesn't won't get it. I'll say this. This will be a historic storm we remember for a long time. Brother Dan's back in the studio. Dan, glad to have you back.
Thanks for
So
having
let's look
me.
at these. There you go. So
Hey, Brady.
I'm also going to bring up some cameras here because we've got some cams from around the country. This is kind of my makeshift Octobox. I didn't have time to do the actual Octobox. I'm still rebuilding my graphics here. But this is Octobox. Welcome to the Octobox. We've got snow falling across a huge swath of the country. From not Flagstaff. We got Galesburg. In Roanoke. This is in Virginia, guys. Look at this. These cameras, by the way, from Railfan. Massive shout out to Railfan. This is heavy snow falling in Virginia. Ashland, Virginia. And it's starting to accumulate quickly. This is wave number 1. We've been talking about wave number 1 for days now. Wave number 1. Let's go back here. This is in Pennsylvania. The snow has not started yet in Pennsylvania. This is Altoona. Pennsylvania, you're not up yet. This is our Iowa brethren. Our Iowa brethren is even getting in on the snow action. This storm is massive. Iowa won't be getting a lot, but they're getting just enough here in southeast Iowa. And that's not even showing up on a radar, too, guys. That's crazy. This snow is not even. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Here comes a train. Massive. That's right. Here we go. Let's see if we can hear this train. No one talk when I play this train. I'm going to hop on it. I'm back.
Hey, Brady.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check out for the night. I got to drive the wife to work in the morning.
Oh, man. Guys, let's say goodbye to Brother Kyle. Brother Kyle, any final thoughts about the storm?
Not much. I'll probably hop on with you tomorrow if you want, and I'll be out.
That's right. Yeah, you're going to be doing a snow angel tomorrow, brother.
We'll see about that.
All right. Good night, Brother Kyle.
See you later.
Take care, Brother Kyle.
See ya. See you, Dan.
See you, Kyle.
All right. Let's go back to these cams here.
Brady,
Wait.
Oh my goodness.
We're back.
What's
That was
that?
tricky.
Just don't worry about it.
I just wanted to chime in for a second. There is reports of a 20-car pileup in Kimball County, Texas. There are no videos, there are no photos of it. It's a very isolated part of Texas, but it's near Junction, Texas.
Let's take a look.
Junction, so that's going to be near the I-10.
Yeah, the I-10 is shut down in both directions for this accident.
Okay,
Yikes.
so Brady, that's going to be east of Fort Stockton.
Here it is. Right here, right?
Yep.
Yikes. 20-car pileup. And I believe, yep, there's freezing rain ongoing down there. Freezing rain and sleet down there for our Texas brethren. You can see this on the map. A massive 20-car pileup here has the road shut down. It looks like in one direction and maybe two. You see that bright red there. You never want to see that. You never want to see that. Wow. All right, let's take a look at the more cams here. Is this in Kentucky? This is in Kentucky, guys. Right now, live. It does look like our Kentucky brother. Let me look. Our Kentucky brother did get a shot of snow. Look at this. A couple of inches have fallen in Kentucky. That guy's driving. What's he doing on the road? He's driving. And looks like maybe what? An inch or two. Maybe Stu, could you check on how many inches has fallen down in Kentucky?
What part of Kentucky?
Just the state.
Okay. I can try.
This is what's fallen. This was wave number one. We talked about wave number one. This was earlier. Bowling Green, Louisville, Lexington, Richmond, Somerset, Bluefield, Pikeville, all getting in on some early snow action. That will change. That will change here. Taylor Barr, he's in Texas. There's zero salt on the roads in Texas. It blew my mind when I moved here. What do you mean? Dan, they don't have salt on the roads in Texas?
That's what we season our steaks with. We don't put that on the road.
That's Dan. What are we doing, Texas, brother?
Well,
Dan, why don't we have salt down in Texas?
They have that at the Big Texan for the steaks.
What? That's crazy. Could you imagine not having salt for something like this? If you're in Lubbock right now, you're going to get 6 inches or more. What are they going to do? They're just going to plow it all the way. That's it? What are we doing?
Well, generally in Oklahoma and I believe Texas, they do a salt sand mixture. Usually it's about a 50-50 salt sand mixture.
Okay.
I did not see any of the roads treated for this event.
Yikes. You would think they would know that this is happening.
I believe Texas had rain prior to the event starting, so I think everything just washed away, didn't it?
I think so.
I didn't see any trucks out. We did see the rain yesterday. That was some of the video that we shot.
Yep. And that's all frozen now.
Yeah.
W comment there from Taylor. W comment. Stu, I think you're frozen, by the way.
Oh, no. Probably because I switched tabs.
Probably.
Get a blanket. Get a blanket.
I'm actually under a heated blanket right now, so I'm pretty warm.
I'm actually curious. That is chalked. Okay. I'm actually curious right now, chat. Let's take a look. Our power outage map. Where do we got power outages across the U.S.? This is what we got cooking right here, chat. The most power outages in the country right now. Texas and Louisiana. There it is. Where we got...
Can we dig into that and see where the outages are?
Let's take a look. Texas.
And shout out to Kyle, because he's the one that suggested this.
Yeah, W in chat for Brother Kyle. So, this is in eastern Texas. This does not surprise me. Dan, I don't know if you disagree or if you know what this part of the Texas is like, but this does not surprise me because this is where the heaviest freezing rain has been falling.
Yeah, and you're going to have a lot more trees out in East Texas, and that's probably what's contributing to this is probably ice on trees.
That's right. And so we've got in some of these, Dan, are these more rural counties out here?
Yeah, that's going to be more rural, and it looks like it's going to be just north of I-20.
Yeah.
Some of those counties there.
Is your power currently
runs?
off?
Yeah, and then I-30 runs kind of just north of there.
Okay. So there's a major kind of interstate that runs right through there. If you saw, hold on, draw it in green. There we go. Somewhere right in there. Okay, there's a major interstate that runs right through there. David, welcome. Chat, if it's your first time here, let me know in chat, by the way. Eastern Texas is where all the power outages are. That's where all the freezing rain is. We've got a total of 54,000. That number is going to climb. Right now, it's just a small percentage. 54,000 out of 15.5 million. Quick math. I don't know. 1%, Dan?
Oh, I got in the weather for the fun, not the math.
Fantastic. Steve, maybe help me out there. Steve's in college right now.
I suck at math.
Well, you picked the wrong degree, my brother.
Yeah, I know, unfortunately.
This is Louisiana. And by far.
At Wilson016 super chatted
W in chat.
$4.99. Hey Brady, have you heard about tomorrow's severe weather in the Gulf Coast?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to talk about that too, guys. There will be some severe weather tomorrow. This storm system is not just winter. There will be some possible tornadoes in the Gulf tomorrow. In Florida, along the Gulf Coast, potentially in southern Georgia, Alabama. I'll show you that in a second. Power outage map. By far, the most power outages that we've seen are in this county. Quachachita County.
That's an O.
That is an O. Yikes. We're going to call it Quachachita for now.
Is that near Shreveport?
I don't know. No.
Is it
Wait.
Ouachita?
Is this, I think Shreveport's over here. I don't know. But they've got 36,000 power outages here, right in the center. That's probably near Shreveport because that's probably the most populated county. It is. There's 82,000 people in there. Guys, 43% of the people in this county have lost power. 43%. That's almost half if you're doing quick math.
Shreveport is actually in the top left county of Louisiana, the one in that blue. Nope, top left, other direction. There you go.
Okay, that makes sense. That has the most people by far. Outside of that, we are not seeing significant power outages yet. But we are still, once again, in the first inning here. Let's take a look at our snow reports so far. Because Kansas, in the last 24 hours, places in Kansas, 8 inches, 7 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches near Wichita. Further to the north, a couple inches in Kansas City. Kansas City, this is probably not your storm. Zoom out a little bit further. Yikes, too far. We've got 3 to 4 inches near St. Louis. Down here in Arkansas, one spot saw 8 inches, 6 inches. So Arkansas got clobbered with snow earlier today. Now they're switching over. Let's take a little bit further east. In Kentucky, Tennessee, in western Tennessee, 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches in Arkansas, 7 inches in northeast Arkansas. We've got David, who's new here. Are you a Texas brother, David? Let me know in chat. Mandy, thank you for stopping by. W's in chat. Even as far east as Richmond, guys. We've had 1 inch near Roanoke, 2 inches near Roanoke, Virginia. And these things are just beginning for you. I live in UP. Wow. You live in Upper Peninsula of Michigan. That's pretty badass. And they do not use salt in the UP. Guess that makes sense because they just get so much snow, it doesn't matter. That's my guess. They got 6 inches up in. This has got to be wrong. I don't know.
Hey, Brady.
Go, Dan.
I was going to say that the county that starts with an O, it's Washita County.
No way.
Yeah.
Washita?
Yeah, so it's basically like like in French they like we, it starts with OU, so it's kind of like that. It's Washita.
That makes 0 sense. Chat, new poll. How do you pronounce Washita? What? Can you say it again, Dan?
Washita.
New poll? Do you think that's the right pronunciation?
Kelsey's into the new poll.
Kelsey loves the new poll. I'm having a lot of trouble spelling this right.
So in Oklahoma, there are also the Washita Mountains.
Spelled the same way?
Spelled the same way, yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, it's a way.
That's unbelievable. Let's go back to Octobox here. I'm actually curious. Let's go to
I did see
wow.
that.
Beyond WX just became a member. Don't miss Mount Kalula.
Not even close.
It's got to be close.
Kilauea.
Okay. Deshler, Ohio.
Not only do we do weather, we do phonics, and
that's right.
It works for us.
You know what? And you know what? We're hooked. We're hooked on phonics. All right. Spell it, please. I don't know. I can't spell it. This is Ohio. Deshler, Ohio, which I don't know what part of Ohio that's in. I'm going to be honest. Snow is starting to fall. Wow. Looks like some heavy snow. I tell you what, guys, I'm starting to get excited because it's been forever since we've gotten a big storm here in Ohio. And I'm hoping when I'm done streaming, I'm just going to go upstairs and see some epic snow. Actually, you know what? Before I'm done, I'll take my camera outside and you can see it.
Yay, we're going on a road trip with Brady.
That's right. Dan took us on a road trip. I'll take us on a quick road trip. All right, let's go back. Amherst, Ohio. I don't know where that is. I'm pretty sure this is Cincinnati, Ohio. Starting to get snow. Actually, I don't know if it is. I think this might be northern Ohio. Never mind.
Yeah, Deshler was in northwest Ohio near Findlay.
Okay. Let's take a look back here. Let's check Glendale. I think this is Cincinnati. I think this one's Cincinnati. Yeah, this camera's from Cincinnati. It looks like the snow is kind of not started yet down here in Cincy. Actually, hold on. The roads are snow covered, so snow has started. They're just in a little bit of a lull.
Where's Philly?
Philly?
I mean Phil.
He's tired. Phil's getting tired. Phil will be with us tomorrow. He's tired, though. Green signal train is coming. Apparently a train might be coming. We'll see. Let's go back to the radar here. This is the current radar. Snow should be falling here in central Ohio. Snow should be falling here in Indianapolis. Snow also should be falling heavily near St. Louis. Guys, this storm is really starting to come together here. Watch it in the past 24 hours. This is cool. It's another massive W weather front. Chat, if snow has started for your area, let me know in chat. Thank you, Millennium. Tell me what area the snow is starting for you. And if it is your first time here, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. Snow has not started in Maryland yet. It will. Trust me, Cat Ninja. It will. It eventually will, but it might switch over eventually. We'll see. You're going to be right on the edge in Maryland. No snow in New Jersey. Why is there a pocket in Memphis on the map? That's a great question. So, this right here, this is a dry slot. This is a classic thing that happens in some of these storms. Let me zoom in on this here too, so you can see this better. Oh no. There we go. So, you got a dry slot here. There's no rain or snow falling here in Memphis. This is a little bit drier air. This storm, as it gets its act together, that dry slot will fill in. But right now, it's not. It's rain, it's precipitation free. And that can happen a lot of times on some of these organizing systems because there's not enough lift there yet. Wow. Marcus is in chat. Our brother, tell me you're still in Miami, Marcus. Tell me you're at the bar in Miami laughing at all of us. Because in Florida right now, it's 80. Watch this, guys. Getting distracted. Today, it was 80. This was the high today. 81 degrees. 78 in Miami. Meanwhile, in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, it's 16. The high temperature, there was a 70-degree difference from the high temperature in Dallas to the high temperature in Tampa. That's less than 900 miles. And there was a 70-degree difference between the high temperatures today. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. That is an Arctic cold front if I've ever seen one. Absolutely brutal. The temperature in Florida is going to crash in Florida the next few days. Welcome, brother. Kaylee. Welcome, brother. Yes. You can see that on this model here. Even Florida is going to get in on the action. Welcome, brother. Welcome, brothers. For a couple of days, Florida will be cold. Absolutely. Cold front's going to push down. You could even be in the 30s here for your low temperatures. Wednesday morning, waking up here in Tampa, 35. You could be near freezing in Cape Coral. Are you kidding me? Oh, Kevin said, don't look at Southern California. Yeah. Yeah, 70s. Whatever. Chalked. Go back to the radar here. We were talking about this hole right here. Justin, I'm not just going to shave my head. I would do it if I got if I got $1,000 dono, I would do it. Yikes. I probably should have set that price higher. Yikes.
I'll do it if Columbus gets 19 inches of snow.
Stu, you do not want to promise that.
I used to do it when I was younger.
You do not want to shave your head. Trust me. 19. I would say I would change that to 29. Okay. Or 67. So this right here is that hole. And we talked about also these circles right here, right here, right here, right here. Those are mesoscale discussions. So this is little discussions issued by the National Weather Service. We can click on that and it'll basically give us a little discussion right here that we can look at. This one, talking about another round of freezing rain and sleet. That's expected. So that's all that circle is. There's these discussions here. I would expect them for this, once this heavy snow band sets up, you're probably going to see a circle up there. And I would guess it'll go something like this. Heavy snow with rates of 1 inch an hour plus are occurring. That will eventually happen somewhere in there. For now, it's still getting its act together. This storm is still strengthening. And it will continue to be stronger. Watch this. Let's take a look at one of the latest models here. Chat, if you do any pictures too of snow, go on my Discord. Send them to me. There's a channel on my Discord. On the Discord, you can see. Oh no. Where's it at? There it is. There's a channel on the Discord, on stream pictures. Look, someone just sent a picture of a cat. Wow. Someone sent a picture of a cat watching the stream. That is epic.
Wow, that is massive.
Exactly. There is a cat watching the stream. This cat is Storm Cat 67. I don't know what that cat's name was, but it's no longer that name. What'd you say, Dan?
6'7".
Exactly. Boost the price up. One of my moms is telling me to boost the price up for shaving my head bald. There's no way someone's going to it has to be a single $1,000 dono. It can't be like over time. This is Stormcat 67 now. Watching the stream. That cat is actually watching the stream. That is insane. This picture's from Sarah here. The beginning. This is in Missouri. The beginning of a snow event for Sister Sarah. Sarah, I'm curious. Has more snow fallen? Because the sun is almost undoubtedly set. It looks like there's some snow, maybe a little bit of freezing rain, maybe. New poll. Oh, God. Another cat video. Wow, another cat watching the stream. Are you kidding me? That cat, we've bored that cat to sleep.
Well, I think your voice is just so musical. Like they just love it.
Exactly. That's it. Do we think, new poll, do we think we put that cat to sleep with our stream? Yes, no, or it's chalked. Vote now. That cat is epic. PDS lasagna alert. Oh my goodness. That is, you know what? That's not fair. That picture.
Lasagna. Yeah.
Exactly. Dan, that makes me incredibly hungry.
I can't eat lasagna anymore. I have PTSD.
What?
I got food poisoning from lasagna once.
Okay, I get that. I will, that looks like stupid good. Jeffrey just said worst looking lasagna I've ever seen. Wow. Jeffrey's throwing. Oh, Brother Kevin. Brother Kevin, that's kind of a cool vibe you got going there. I love that mood lighting. You got that red mood lighting in the background. That's pretty epic. Love that. If you do have any pictures, send them to me here on Discord. Do you want the link to our Discord? One of our mods, post that link. Is that Stouffer's? It might be Stouffer's, Mama G. It might be.
That's the lasagna that gave me food poisoning.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's some good looking lasagna if I have to have a choice.
I think so. I think it looks all right. I will say, now I'm very hungry. Because I had an avocado for dinner. That's it.
Hey, that's some good fat.
Exactly. But that's all. An avocado, and I think I went to the grocery store for the first time. I'm trying to see, what time is it? The GFS would have just come out. Guys, I will say at this point, we're looking at models. We're in the event. So, like, what's going to happen is going to happen. Models aren't incredibly useful at this point. They're just kind of fun to look at. The best way to forecast a storm now is by looking at it. But this is the latest GFS. Shows an absolute cream job. An absolute hammer job here. 14 inches here. This is 10-to-1 ratios. From Springfield, even back in Missouri, this is additional snow. 8, 9, 10, 11. Guys, this storm, if you've been following here on YouTube or on Twitter, you've been, this week has been one heck of a ride. And Stu, you've been doing the same thing. I mean, there's been the engagement and the people that have just come out of the woodwork on social media. And just like these people that have never seen weather in their lives are now just commenting and having, an opinion. We're not going to get that much.
It's absolutely crazy. I mean, I think because of this storm, I think I've gained like 1,000 followers off of this storm alone. I'm almost at 2,000 followers at this point. It's honestly pretty crazy, and I appreciate the support on Twitter, but the comments are just insane.
They're insane. They're absolutely insane, and these people probably have never seen weather in their life, and now all of a sudden, Twitter is showing them content because it's huge news. And the reason why is because we've got such a massive storm, a huge storm. And I know sometimes I get a little excited, but I'm telling you guys, to see a swath of snow like this from Oklahoma through the Northeast is rare. And you remember the past several winters, guys, we've gotten nothing like this. Nothing like this. And 2008, 2009, some of those winters, we had some stuff like this, but it's been a while. And we were due for a big storm, and this one is it. This is it. We've also got the freezing rain here too, guys. I'm curious. Either Dan or Stu, maybe you guys can look. Just see if you can find something. I'm curious what the freezing rain event has been like so far, because I haven't seen a lot of social media reports or we've been predicting this devastating ice storm because all the models have been showing it. I'm curious how it's panning out. So if you guys come across anything, let me know. But additional ice accumulation. This is the blend of models. So this should be fairly accurate here. These are additional freezing rain totals on what we've already had. Gonna go big screen here. Oh no. My buttons are kind of cooked tonight. There we go. This is additional freezing rain accumulation. This is going to be you're going to have two separate jackpots here. Jackpot number 1, right in there. Mississippi, Nashville, just to the east of Shreveport. Widespread amounts of up to a half an inch here. Half an inch. This is on top of what's already fallen. Half an inch. So totals for this storm, if indeed all of this has been falling as freezing rain, will be 3/4 of an inch to an inch in this area, which will be disastrous. If this does in fact happen, we will see widespread power outages. Based upon the power outage map so far, I mean, it takes some time for the map to catch up. That just tells me that not a lot of freezing rain has fallen so far. Secondary bullseye here in the Carolinas. This is where we'll have a secondary bullseye. And I hate to look at this because this area of the Carolinas, I just feel like has gotten disaster after disaster. It all started with Hurricane Helene. And now, just when they're starting to build their infrastructure back, are Asheville and Charlotte and Winston-Salem and Greenville, brethren, even in northern Georgia here to the north of Atlanta. We're looking at totals. Half an inch. Look at this. 3/4, almost up to an inch. Greenville, about a half an inch. 3/4 of an inch near Asheville, just to the east. Hickory, 3/4 of an inch. Boone, Charlotte, a little bit less. Looking at 0.2. That's still a lot. This is additional on top of what's already fallen. Even in West Virginia here, we're talking about freezing rain. And this is that warm nose I've been talking about for days. This warm nose is going to cause a freezing rain pandemic. There is a chance, though, in West Virginia, the air could be cold enough where that actually will be sleet. And we talked to Dan. We talked to Dan, and Dan was showing us a lot of sleet has been falling. So that means that not all of this will be freezing rain. There's a chance, but see if the air is a little bit colder, that some of this, a lot of this, could fall as sleet rather than freezing rain, which would be best case scenario for our West Virginia brother. Even along the Ohio River. I had some people texting me about the Ohio River. They've got some family down there. There could be some freezing rain down there, even as far north as Jackson, Portsmouth, Parkersburg. Could be some, maybe a tenth of an inch, 0.2 of an inch down there as well. And that is enough to cause some sporadic power outages. We're not going to be talking about disastrous, just some sporadic, but, there will be some trees that fall down from that. That's right. Lady D, I do talk with my hands. I'm a hand talker, that's for sure. Good to hear less in Charlotte. I agree. Freezing rain is anti-hype. I would completely agree with that, Klepty. What time am I going live tomorrow? Probably around 10 or 11. Depends. We'll probably wrap up here in a little bit so I can get to bed and get up early. Because the more we wrap up tonight, the earlier I can go tomorrow. Because our event, we're in the very beginning stages here. Plus, I want to get up early to see the snow. I'm going to be honest. Silver Edna just gave a thumbs up. What is that profile picture? What is that profile picture?
Brady, as far as ice reports go, we've got ice reports in New Mexico, in the southeast portion of that state, up to a 1/4 inch of ice there. Southern Texas, where we have that 20-car pileup, we've got up to a 1/10 of an inch of ice there. And into portions of Shreveport, Louisiana, we've got a report of 3/4 of an inch of ice.
Whoa.
And then north of Jackson, Mississippi, probably about 30 miles north of there, we've got a report of 1/2 inch of ice. Jackson, Mississippi hasn't seen anything yet. The southeastern extent of that ice storm in that area has been very low so far, but I think as we get further into the night, they're going to have still more of a chance to get some of that ice accumulation.
Yeah, that's good report, Stu. So the eastern half of the state here, of Texas, let's just zoom out and show you. This is Texas. This is where all the freezing rain is right now. Right in there. That's where all the freezing rain reports are, and that's where the power outage reports are. And look at this. There was a report of 3/4 of an inch of ice. It's 0.75 inches. If that's accurate, that is bad news. And that would explain why we have so many power outages here in Louisiana. Because wherever the heaviest freezing rain does fall, that's where the trees will fall. That's where the trees. I've been doing this for days. Okay. Freezing rain. You got a tree that's just standing straight up. This is where I need some sort of prop, like a fake tree. You got a tree standing straight up. Ice accumulates, starts to bend. It gets heavier. More ice accumulates, and boom! Falls down.
Hey, Brady.
Yeah.
I've got so in Texas, we've got this cutting edge technology where we have pictures on the highways. I do have a picture of I-10 in Kerrville, which is just down the road from where that pileup is. That's what the interstate looks like.
Oh, that does not look good. That looks bad.
They use salt on their steaks there too.
that to me, because see how you can see in the green, you can still see the grass. That to me looks like primarily freezing rain. Because if it were sleet, it would look like what Dan
$20.
was showing.
All this ice rain is anti-hype. Team will.
That is correct. Klepty, W's in chat. Massive donut for Klepty. Klepty with the 20 bomb. He said all this rice is anti-hype. Team will.
And
Wow.
Brady, just so you know, I'm hearing, it's live from Dallas. I'm hearing what sounds like sleet hitting the window.
Whoa. Okay. So that is live from Dallas, and Dan is hearing some sleet, and that's good news. Once again, these freezing rain totals, to Stu's point, the heaviest freezing rain is falling right in here, and then also we had some pretty significant freezing rain here in Mississippi. Look at this. 1/10 of an inch, 2/10 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch of ice, guys. And this is just the beginning. Once again, they are expecting a whole nother wave of freezing rain. Those totals are going to go up. Anything in red, guys, red is bad. It's not as bad as darker red or purple, but red is definitely bad.
Brady, Mama G put this in chat, but in West Monroe, Louisiana, there are reports of 3 inches or more of sleet.
Yikes.
And Van Alstyne, Texas, has about 2 inches of sleet and 1/4 inch of ice.
Where's West Monroe? West Monroe, Louisiana. Let's see. Okay, West Monroe.
Shout out to Mama G for the reports.
Huge shout out to Mama G. Massive shout out to Mama G. Guys, our mods are killing it right now. Absolutely killing it. All right, I got it. Here is where... Wait, I lost it. West Monroe. Got it. Down here. East of Shreveport, guys. Here. If you don't see it, look right in here. 3 inches of sleet. Yeah, there it is. They've been almost in constant ever since this thing began. Watch this. This is 9 a.m. this morning, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Look at that. Just actually a very, very heavy band. They got stuck in that band till 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally, they got out of it, and then they got right back in it. Thankfully, that is falling asleep, because if that was freezing rain, catastrophic. The fact that sleet is a very good thing. Very good thing. Thank you, Kelsey. Yeah, I know he's chalk, but we really do enjoy what Stu brings to the stream. Yeah, Stu's kind of killing it right now.
I try my best.
I have photos. Mama G, put them in Discord.
Pixar didn't happen.
That's right.
There's also ice reports in Tennessee and as far as into Virginia too. Widespread areas of less than tenth of an inch, but we do have reports of 2/10 of an inch in eastern Tennessee, like areas like Gatlinburg and Knoxville, as well as a portion of southwestern Tennessee in Pulaski. And then up near north of Kingsport, Tennessee, going into Virginia, also 2/10 of an inch there.
Wow. You can see it was, guys, it was looking good for Tennessee for the first bit of it. Everyone was like, woohoo, we're getting snow. This is finally our time. Not going to happen. Look how quickly they switched over to sleet here. This was at 6:36 p.m. And that's where we had the sleet and freezing rain work its way in. And that's where we had these accumulations. And that's going to continue, guys. They're in a little bit of a dry slot right now. But they're going to see this starting to fill in right in there. See that? Right there. Filling in. And they've got this whole secondary wave behind it that will be pushing their way. So more is on the way. I can guarantee you that more is on the way. We do need an emoji for Kyle. It's got to be some sort of like emo, like his hair is just like in his eyes.
I'll work on it. I'm the emoji guy.
Yeah.
I gave you one for Capucci. Have you used that one yet?
I need to put them in the YouTube. Because every time we need to get more members to get more emotes too. The more members we get, the more emotes we can add.
Chat, I need a member spam right now. Everyone become a member.
Right. Hit that join button.
It's only $5.
I tell you what, I'm starting to get excited looking at Ohio here. It better be. If I go outside and it's not snowing, I'm going to lose my mind. Because I hate the beginning here. Sometimes when you get the beginning of these events, guys, the snow that's falling here isn't actually falling. It evaporates. It's dry air. It will eventually fall. But oftentimes, Virga, it just evaporates before it hits the ground. That could be happening. I don't know. I can't see because I'm in my Cat 5 bunker.
It's snowing right now.
Is it? Okay. That's
Can
good
confirm.
news. Drop my pen again. All right. Chat, we're going to go for a quick commercial break here. When we get back, we will do our final forecast for tomorrow. And chat, if you do want to know for a specific location, if you have a question about weather, or if you have a question about anything, I don't care. Put it in chat. When I get back, I'll try to address them. 2-minute break. I'm just going to put on a loop of the radar. Actually, this might not be 2 minutes. I hope it is because I've got to use the bathroom. We're back.
Welcome back.
Whoop whoop.
So Stormcat is finishing up. He's going to wash his hands, and he'll be here in just a moment. But right now, you're looking at Columbus, Cincinnati. You've got Stu. Would you say that's snow?
Yes, it is currently snowing outside. I can confirm. It's not very heavy snow. It is on the lighter end, but it will get heavier tonight for sure.
Fantastic. I mean, for those that like snow, and if you don't, then you should probably move.
I hate snow, so this is a very unfortunate thing for me, but I guess I'll deal with it.
Well, and you know what? I'm proud of you for dealing with it.
I think the only reason why I hate snow, though, is because it means that there's cold weather on the way. And I don't know about you, but I run cold. Like, I will wear a hoodie up until it is 80 degrees outside. I am not even joking.
Okay, and I'll tell you what, I would have actually worn flip-flop. Actually, I did wear flip-flops out earlier. The only reason I didn't was I was worried I might slip.
That is a reasonable justification.
But shorts and flip-flops, folks, I run warm. Oh, is that Stormcat 5 underscore?
Probably tried to slide on his floor.
I love sliding.
You guys have anything to drink?
Water.
Oh, basic.
I'm locked in.
I have chocolate milk.
I'm absolutely locked in. Actually, if it's Kroger chocolate milk, then that's actually elite. All right, let's see. Chat, do we have any people in chat that have any questions? And I realized I asked that, and then I took a break, and so you're gonna have to ask him again. Let's check in on the chat rankings here. Let's see who's top of the charts. Klepty is taking home the number 1 spot right now. He is leading. Wilson is in a close second. Intel Alpha, close third. Haley, oh my goodness, Haley so close to the top, but not enough. Haley is in 4th. Stu is in 5th. He's in the stream. Mandy is in 6th. Fuzzy, oh, brother Fuzzy, goated in 7th. Nick Wheeler, 6764. That's a new name on the stream. He's in 8th, tied with brother Dan, who's also on the stream. Buff and Puff also tied for 8th with Nick. I'll say this. I think Buff and Puff gets the edge, though. I'm putting Buff and Puff above Nick. R. Patterson is in 9th. Charles also tied with Kevin and Kelsey and Millennium and the Stream Elements bot and Sarah. Wow. And Mama G and Great Fam and all the brethren in the chat. So sad. Severe weather threat. Good call. Let's look at that. We're going to look at that. I'm going to ask any more questions. And then I'm going to go show you outside. And then I'm going to end. Because I want to get a good jump on tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day.
Brady, that sounded really definitive.
I know. People aren't used to me being definitive. I know. It's crazy.
Like, we're about to end here very soon. Oh, Jen Watson. What?
Yeah, Jen's joining. You know what? Let's bring Jen in right now. We're going to bring in meteorologist Jen Watson. Jen, welcome to the stream. Jen just got done on the Weather Channel, guys. Absolute goat. Jen, how are we doing?
Oh my God, Brady, we're doing good. So I am here in Atlanta. So we're right at Truist Park where the Braves play baseball. So we're here. I'm actually staying at a hotel right close, like a quarter of a mile from the Weather Channel, just because I have to work again tomorrow. And I don't know if you've been watching the temperatures, Brady, but the cold air is like, because of the cold air damming, it's spreading quickly. Like the temperatures are dropping to freezing or below. And so like if you walk outside, we're getting kind of like a mist, a little bit of a drizzle, but you can tell it's starting to freeze a little bit. So I'm kind of nervous. I may be walking to work tomorrow. We'll see. Here, let me show you. We're in my hotel room. I just got into my room.
Wow.
So a lot of us, like we have to stay close to the Weather Channel because we may not be able to actually make it to work or be on air. Oh, you're seeing the reflection of my room. Can you see it?
Whoa.
Did you see a reflection or do you just...
Here, watch this, Jen. We'll put these are the temperatures.
Okay, wait. Okay, yeah. Can you zoom in even closer to Yeah.
Look at that cold front. Are you kidding me? It's coming.
No. Yeah, look at that. And the cold air. See, that's what I'm worried about, Brady, is because the moisture is coming in and hitting that. And so models do not really comprehend a cold air damming event very well at all. And so that's why like we're really nervous. And they've been like Cherokee County, where I live, and like Cobb County, so many counties, they've already canceled school on Monday because we still don't know exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, we've been watching the temperatures and we're like, this isn't a good thing.
Wow. Guys, let's hear it for Jen. Let's spam for Jen. Charles, WX says, I love you, Jen. You are amazing. Let's spam. Let's spam the Jennifer emote. Let's spam the We Love Jen. Let's do it. And Jen, to your point, this is the cold air damming it's real. And you can see it. You've got a cold front and you've got cold air damming coming from like what? First of all, what is cold air damming for the people that don't know?
Okay, so basically what we have is we've got the Arctic high to our north. And so cold air is more dense than warm air. And so it happens when you get the counter or the clockwise flow around the high pressure or any kind of like easterly wind. But yeah, Brady's drawing it for me. And so we're getting that air coming around. It's hugging up against the Appalachian Mountains. And so there's nowhere for it to go. So it's just sliding down south and creeping in. And the hard thing when forecasting a cold air damming event is you just don't know how far south that cold air is going to go. And then also how thick is that cold air. And so that's what's been so tricky, especially about Northwest Georgia. We know Northeast Georgia is going to get it.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and Jen, I was just looking at the national blend of models for the freezing rain. There
Yeah.
was a bullseye. There was a bullseye up there in Atlanta. And it
Yeah.
was just like, or just north of Atlanta. And I was like, that has been kind of flying under the radar for me. I wasn't looking at that area super close. This is the freezing rain totals. And look at that. I mean, we're talking about at the height of the storm, almost a half an inch or more. It's crazy.
It is crazy. And the thing is, Brady, like we don't have salt on the roads. There's nothing like,
Yikes.
yeah, we didn't do anything. And something else to keep in mind with, especially Atlanta, is it's hilly because we're at the southern end of the Appalachian mountain chain. And so we've got so many hills. And I think we have more trees per square mile than any other city in the lower 48, if I'm not correct.
Wow.
So like that's why we lose power a lot. And with there's high wind, we really get a good icing event, we're gonna have tree branches falling on power lines. So that's people don't realize it unless you live here, but it makes it very dangerous.
Oh yeah. And I'm glad you showed me that because I hadn't looked, everyone's kind of talking about, Mississippi,
Yeah.
Louisiana, Tennessee, right? But there's going to be a secondary bullseye here. And with that cold air is not going anywhere, right? With that cold air damming event, you aren't going to have, because our low isn't that strong, you are not going to have a lot of warm air work its way up there.
Yeah, no, you're not. And you got to think about it too. We're in literally just about 45 minutes to an hour north of where I am right now. You have like starting to get the mountains. And so basically where you have north of 85, right? So if you're traveling from Atlanta, let's say to Greenville, South Carolina, or to Charlotte, and you see north of there, I mean, you've got the mountains there and they're going to get significant icing. I don't know if they salted all the roads, so it could be very dangerous. You may not be able to even leave your home for several days or even a week, depending on how things are. And like the temperatures are plummeting for so many, like this week. I mean, is New York City gonna get above freezing this week? No.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
And you can see this epic cold front. Guys, these are actual temperatures here. This is your cold front here. Look at this sweep down all the way into Florida. And it takes temperatures which were in the 40s and 50s today. And it takes, or Sunday even, your temperatures are going to be in the 40s tomorrow in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, you see that epic cold front just push all of that warm air, push any hope of warmth out of the state. And in Tennessee, you have temperatures near 3. In Atlanta, now our high temperature is in the 20s instead of the 40s. That's a problem, Jen. That's a big problem, and that could lead to major ice accumulations in an area that doesn't even have salt.
Yeah. But like it's gonna be, I'm very concerned. I'm like, am I gonna be able to make it home after the show? Because I'm on from 2 to 6 tomorrow. And so I do have another night in the hotel here tentatively tomorrow night, but then I got to be back on Monday night and all the things. So it's just, we're all just like, are we going to be stuck here? What's going to happen? So we're all just hunkering down.
Yeah. Are you gonna guys, sometimes, first of all, if you guys, everyone knows Jen's working in the Weather Channel. She is absolutely crushing it. When you get in some of these storms, like, do you have to pack a bed? I mean, are you concerned that you might have to, bring a bed to sleep in at the studio?
Yeah, so I know they have some things there, and we have showers at the Weather Channel just in case. I've never used them, but we have them there. And so one thing to think about is food. And so we've been, obviously getting meals delivered and everything like that for all the crews and everyone in the studio. But if they can't make it, because the way the Weather Channel is, you're going down a hill and you curve. And so I've been thinking, I'm like, am I going to walk to the studio tomorrow, depending on how the roads are, or am I going to drive? Because if you lose control, and I've done that before because I grew up in upstate New York, it's scary. And you're kind of just, you ride along with the ice, and we won't know the integrity of the roads until we actually drive on it. And so I don't know. We'll see. It's a little nerve wracking. We've got salt all over the parking lot in the Weather Channel. They've got salt on the sidewalks here in the hotel, but that's it. Like the parking lot is not salted at all. So
Well, that's not good.
I know
That's
it's
not
not
good
good.
at all. It's not good at all, especially when ice is falling. And it's just like, because that's the
Yeah.
only thing that's going to melt it. You're not shoveling ice out of the way. I got news
Yeah.
for you. You're just not, you know?
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those things. I grew up in Rochester, New York. And so if you Google this, March 3rd, 1991, it was the storm of the century in Rochester, New York. We had 17 hours of freezing rain and about 3/4 of an inch to 2 inches of ice accumulation. My family was without power for 5 days, and other people were without power for 2 weeks. So it like people underestimate what freezing rain and that ice can do. And especially with how cold it's going to be, I think that's why everyone's extremely nervous about it.
Yeah, this was the storm. Originally, when I searched for March 3rd, it said Rodney King, which I apparently that was the same day, which is kind of insane.
Yeah.
But there was an intense ice storm.
Yeah.
On that day too. 25.5 million hours of electrical service was lost, which I don't even know how they quantify that. 2,000 homes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, it was even more than that. Like that was even more devastating than that. So I just remember we made or warmed SpaghettiOs in the fireplace because we didn't have power. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's what
That's
you
crazy.
do. But yeah, like this is Brady. This storm is just insane. Just how many states and people it's impacting. It's absolutely wild.
And people like, you know, I kind of I've been talking a lot on social media about it, right? And it's because of all the factors that are all coming together to make this storm so crazy. It's the temperatures, right? It's you know, it's because temperatures during the storm in the teens. I walked outside today and I was like, I'm getting frostbite. I'm getting frostbite just by standing outside. And that's nothing compared to what the cold that's coming. I mean, if you go Monday, Tuesday, behind this storm, a huge swath of the Ohio Valley here could be below zero. I'm talking, negative. This is 10 p.m. So your lows are going to drop down even lower. Look at this. -5 in Columbus, -2 in Indianapolis. In Kentucky, you could have values close to -10. That's actual temperature. And I got news for you guys. With the fresh snowpack, these temperatures could go down. Right, Jen? They could go down even lower.
Yes. Oh my God, you said it perfectly because the models aren't like taking that into account, right? The freshly fallen snow and the ice, that's going to keep that air temperature, that surface temperature even colder. And as that air is flowing across the snow, that's just it's going to make it colder. So the models are going to struggle with that a little bit because you're exactly right, Brady. And the same with a cold air damming event. They can't fully understand. They underestimate sometimes how far south that cold air will go. So it's almost nowcasting, but you need that human touch. There's forecast models, there's AI, models, but you really need someone who lives there and understands the micro features to really help when it comes to forecasting events like this, because it's a matter, here in Atlanta and North Georgia, it's a matter of a degree or two, whether you get freezing rain or, you just get a cold rain. But yeah, that cold is brutal, Brady. Like just
it's crazy.
Brutal.
It's crazy. And this is Tuesday after the event is over. Guys, these are wind chills. We're talking about Dan and your neck of the woods. Are you kidding me? -10 down here in Oklahoma and Texas. This is wind chill. Once again, these are not actual temperatures. As far south as Houston, it's going to feel like it's 27. Dan, this is where we storm chase down here. And Jen in Victoria, remember we stayed at that hotel? 21.
Dan, I have to ask you, do you have a generator like for yourself?
No.
See, because Texas makes me nervous. I'm a little bit nervous because of everything that happened a couple of years ago. And I have friends that they were telling me at the stores, they were fighting over generators. People were fighting in Texas because they're just nervous about the power grid and if it's going to be able to handle it.
But I'll tell you what, if I was going to get a generator, I would get a Generac.
Yeah, I like it.
Right.
If you're going to get a generator, you're going to get a Generac. I love it. Yes, yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Boom. There we go.
I love it. Wait, Dan, where are you exactly? You're in Dallas, right? Or no?
I am in Dallas.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. How have things been for you today? I'm sure you guys already talked about it.
It's a little cold here, and there's some white stuff outside.
Yeah. White stuff. Did you play in the white stuff? Did you make a snow angel?
We
the
didn't.
wrong
but
kind of
we
white
put a-
stuff.
We put a shopping cart in the corral at the Kroger.
We did.
Whoa.
We did.
Whoa.
We did some community service. Yeah.
I like it.
It's
I like
sleet
it.
though, Jen. It's sleet, which is, in my opinion, sleet is so depressing.
You can make a sleet angel.
You could, Dan.
Stick
why do
around.
you
Stick
think of that?
around.
You could go viral with a sleet angel. Do it, Dan.
Dan, that's the kind of content we need right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We
But I'll tell
need
you what,
fun.
In the
Yeah.
chat, let Jen know how much you appreciate her content
That's
on
right.
the stream. This was amazing.
That's right.
Oh my God, I love you guys.
And beyond the stream, Jen has been absolutely crushing it everywhere.
She's an
Jen,
amazing
I got-
meteorologist.
So Jen, Jen was kind enough to join us. So Jen, we were about to wrap. So you got a busy day tomorrow. My question to you is, looking at this storm, and I'm just going to pull it up right now. Well, two questions. One,
Yes.
where do you think the heaviest snow will fall? If you had to pick one spot, I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, right?
Ooh.
Where do you think, if there was one spot that's like, this spot could get up to 18 inches, where are you picking it?
So if I could we talked about this actually during a commercial break at the Weather Channel tonight. I would want to be in Boston right now because they could get up to 20 inches, but I have always wanted to be, oh God, what's the main, like the common, whatever, there's the commons, like the Boston.
Commonwealth?
Yes, because they everyone is there. They're so excited for this snowstorm in Boston. Like everyone loves it. They're prepared. They've got the salt on the roads, and and you're going to get the wind too. And also New York City, you're going to get that, and you're going to get a mix. But I would say I would want to be in Boston. They're going to get dumped on for sure. But then there's some places in Pennsylvania, just out.
016 super chatted $9.99.
Wow.
I love that.
To your
But-
new studio
But there's
front.
also going to
You're
be
welcome.
southeast of Pittsburgh, potentially some 2-foot totals, but even just west of Boston could be
Bobby Hinson
approaching
super
2
chatted
feet.
$5.
Yes.
Can you go into detail of the weather in the Bethune, Kershaw County
The
SC
Bethune?
area? I am from
Kershaw?
so I am just looking for
Wow.
what to expect.
Okay. Well,
I
look at
love
that.
Oh yeah,
we-
Kershaw.
Where is that at? Are you familiar with that area, Jen?
No, but my parents are just south of Charlotte in South Carolina, and I've got family there. Dan, can you look up that county? Is that possible for you or those counties? I just want to see if it's around Greenville or south of Charlotte.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Dan.
We still have power in Texas, so
I know, I love it.
Fantastic. I
Dan,
did
I
like
love
the
your
power
hat.
outage map. Yeah, it's a fedora. It's epic.
Did you talk about? Isn't it crazy, Brady, that there's a 5% tornado chance, to the south?
Nuts. Yeah,
And tomorrow.
we were just about to talk about that. That'll be where we wrap up the show.
Okay.
Because
like
there
it.
will be. This is. I mean, we'll just talk about it right now. And then while Dan's looking that county up, because I do want to give a forecast here for our first responder brother in here, because there could be some not good ice there. He said Camden. Bubba, W in chat for Bubba. Look up Camden, South Carolina. This is our severe weather event tomorrow, Jen. And
Look
you
at
can see
that.
a pretty stout cold front right there, Jen.
Well, yeah, elevated supercells we could have. And even going through Atlanta, which is so crazy because we're supposed to warm up into the upper 30s, low 40s. But that, I'm excited to experience that. I like experiencing the weather. Not everyone does, and that's okay. But that's going to be wild for us.
You could have a sleet per cell. Look at this right here. You've got see these little notches in the line right here. The HRRR is picking up, right?
Yeah.
Some of those are little mini supercells, and then right there's the sleet line right next to that. Could be a sleet per cell.
Super chatted $5.
Oh, no.
I like it. I like it. Brady, we need to get you like nationally because like I like the terminology. Yes, yes, and yes.
77 octotrigintillion 777 septentrigintillion 777 sextrigintillion 777 quintrigintillion.
Brady, I love you so much and everything that you do. I just have to say that.
It's going to be one of those streams, isn't it?
I love it. I love it. Brady, what time is that? Brady, what time is that? It's hard for me to see.
Ragintillion 777 novumgintillion 777 octovigintillion 777
I'm setting him off.
sexvigintillion 777
It's going to be one of those streams.
777 quarter-vigintillion 777
Hats off to the
Klepsky
duovigintillion.
Brady!
Unvigintillion
I can't.
It was
77.
The last one was the percentage sign, wasn't it?
777 ovendecillion.
And now it's the sevens.
777 octodecillion 777 septendecillion 777
so yeah,
777 quindecillion 777
Camden is also
Yeah, where's Camden?
Camden, South Carolina is in the same area as Kershaw County. It's just northeast of Columbia, South Carolina, and also just southeast of Charlotte.
Okay, yeah, so like Fort Mill, that's close to my parents actually. That's probably about a 40 minute drive south of Fort Mill. So yeah. So if you actually, Brady, can you zoom in on your map to between Charlotte and Columbia, South Carolina? So Columbia, South Carolina, and Charlotte.
777 trillion 777
It's almost done.
77,777,777.
It read the whole number, dude. That's crazy.
That's insane. That.
Oh no, no, chat,
Never
no,
again.
Never do that again.
Yeah,
Please.
that was like, how many minutes was that? Like 3 or 4 to read that number?
That's crazy.
You do it again, you're banned.
Yeah, I like that.
You guys are trying to do it.
I know.
You guys are trying to talk over it. I was just like, I can't.
I know. I was
can't
really
do
trying
this.
hard. I was really trying hard. That's okay. I love it.
Okay, let's.
All right, Brady, so zoom in. So zoom in even. Charlotte needs to be. Keep zooming hard. You want right between Charlotte. So move Charlotte to the top, middle.
Yeah,
top, middle.
southeast of Charlotte.
Yeah. So I want. Yeah, Charlotte. So keep zooming in. Zoom. Yep. Zoom. Keep zoom. And then shift it a little bit. So move it where Charlotte, like south of Charlotte, is in the middle. Do you see Rock Hill? Yeah, there's Rock Hill, and then Camden. No, I think it's south of Rock Hill.
So it's somewhere in here.
Go even farther south.
Directly northeast of Columbia.
Yeah. So where's Columbia? Zoom out a little bit more. Do we see it?
So somewhere in here.
Yeah, sure. Yes, let's go with that.
Okay.
That's fine. There's Columbia. Yeah, there's Camden. You see it? I see it.
Yeah, right.
You almost circled it. You almost did it.
Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay. There we go. That's the one thing. Need to get better with my towns. Okay, so brother Bubba wants to talk about this forecast here. He's a first responder. First of all, thank you for being a first responder. That is a massive W in chat. Jen, what are you thinking here? I mean, this is the HRRR. It's showing sleet, freezing rain for the majority of the day.
Yeah. Where are you starting? What time is it you got on there?
This is 11 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Let's move it through. Let's slowly move it through. I don't know. Question, did you guys salt the roads? Which I don't know if you guys would have that much salt. It only takes a little bit though for it. So it's one of those things. If the pavement looks wet tomorrow, then it's likely, ice, at least tomorrow morning. I got to look at the forecast temperature. What's the high supposed to be tomorrow for Camden? I'll have to look that up.
It's in the blue circle right there. It's kind of right in the middle of the cold air damming. So temperatures will be below freezing at the surface through 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. and then maybe warming up to above freezing by the time we get to 8. So conditions, might improve by then. But I think my guess is you're going to get for the majority of the day, you're going to get sleet and freezing rain on and off. You won't be in the bullseye, I don't think. But you will get, tomorrow will be a hazardous day on the roads, especially in South Carolina. And then by 5, Jen, that's when the heavy stuff comes through. And eventually switches over to rain, but not after majority of the day we had below freezing.
Yeah, and then you guys are going to get below freezing again tomorrow night. So it's going to be messy. I just hope as a first responder, people are smart and they stay home and they don't try to drive out in this because it's patchy. And one thing, Brady, like today we've been noticing is that we got to wait for the column of air, obviously, to completely saturate before any precipitation reaches the ground. And so that's something that in a couple cities we were waiting on. And the snow actually, like even in Cincinnati, like where you are, it's been very light and dry and easily like brushed away. But Camden, there's going to be freezing rain. There's going to be sleet. It's going to be slippery for sure.
And that's pretty, I'll be honest, from living here my whole life, anytime we get a big major winter storm here, it almost always starts with this, for the first hour to 2 or 3, you're looking at the radar and being like, nothing's falling, although it looks like it's falling. It's not. It's the air is so dry that the air is literally evaporating. The moisture is evaporating before it hits the ground. And that, throws a lot of people for a loop, and they're like, oh, it's never going to come. Eventually it does come, but it sometimes takes a long time. Now, I will say this, Brother Stu is in Ohio, just like me. I haven't looked outside yet. I'm going to go look outside in just a second. But, I know. I'm super excited. This is finally my storm.
Woo! Brady.
But, go ahead. Oh, yeah. It's Bubba. Bubba just joined the channel. Wow. Let's go, Bubba. But, we are getting snow that's hitting the ground. To your point, Jen, it is a dry snow. And the majority of the snow on the northern side will be a drier snow. And that will actually help it accumulate more efficiently. That is why our snow totals, instead of being 7, 8, 9 inches, could be 10 to 12 plus maybe someone getting 18, because that drier snow accumulates better. It's more efficient. And
it's
so
fluffy.
That's why exactly, Jen. It's fluffy.
Yeah, that's a serious term there. It's fluffy. I'm excited for you, Brady. I want the snow. Like at the very beginning, like early, Sunday, maybe early Monday this week, it showed that maybe Atlanta or North Georgia was going to get snow. And then it was just like, and that's not happening. Everything lifted north and we're getting freezing rain.
I know. It was brutal. That I remember, because I posted a video like 2 days ago, and I remember that moment of that north shift that literally took Tennessee, that took South Carolina, that took Atlanta, that took everywhere in the South. That took you guys from a major historic snow event to freezing rain, sleet, and just plain rain. And I was just like, that's brutal. That is a brutal break.
It is. What's so funny though is like this is a well forecast storm. Like we've known for an entire week this was happening, but the exact details we didn't. Just because you had to get the model consistency and them understanding everything. The cold air damming and exactly what was going to happen. But that track of the low and everything else, everything just shifted north. But oh my God, Brady! So you're gonna make a snow angel for me?
If there's enough snow, I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on some pants real quick.
Oh, you haven't been without pants.
No.
That's news to all of us.
I like shorts. No. Look, chat. Don't even start.
Yeah, chat, start. Oh, you're wearing shorts, Brady. Look at you. You look great. You look solid. Look at you.
I can go all the way back to the TV.
Yeah, look at you. You look like you have a massive studio.
Oh.
Brady, I love it. Cat 5 Command Center. It looks serious.
That TV costs $20.
I love it. I
I
freaking
bought
love
it
it,
from
Brady.
Craigslist.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
look
putting
at
on my
you.
Lululemon shorts right now. That's right.
I love
All right.
it. I love it.
Jen.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just excited. Let me know when you're on tomorrow. I get off air at 6, so I have the shift before the shift I had tonight.
Guys, everyone go. First of all, let's spam We Love Jen in the chat. And watch Jen tomorrow. Jen,
Jen,
when are you
Jen,
going to be
Jen.
live tomorrow? So the chat can watch
2 to 6. 2 to 6. Yeah, I'll
On
be
the
on
Weather
air
Channel.
2 to 6 tomorrow on the Weather Channel. Yeah, and
Let's
then
go.
Monday 6 to 10, Tuesday and 6 to 10 too. So
Wow.
we'll see if I can get home tomorrow night. I don't know.
Jen's crushing it, guys. We've got Weather Channel meteorologist Jen Watson. Jen, thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well.
Oh my God. And I'll see you at the National Storm Chaser Summit soon. You too, Dan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Dan thinks he's not going to go, but we're gonna get him there.
It was good to see you,
yes. Yeah, it was good seeing you too, Dan. Dan, you're coming.
We'll see.
It's his boss. It's his boss. I'll talk to his boss.
Okay, we'll talk to his boss. Oh yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh my God. I love you guys.
Jen, any final words for the people?
Oh, final words for the people. Be smart, be safe, but always have fun and think positively. Your thoughts are everything. So your perception is your reality, but enjoy the winter weather if you love it. And yeah, just be careful on the ice. What I like to do is, especially if it's icy near you, is like Brady and Dan, like I take it so slow when I walk and I crouch low so that if I do slip and fall, it's like a shorter distance to the ground. So, but just enjoy it. So freezing rain is not what you want, but there is beauty in freezing rain and having trees encased with ice. Obviously, you never want a ton of ice or power outages or anything damage, but I remember like with the ice storm in Rochester, it was just so beautiful. Like it was gorgeous. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree. Jen, massive.
Not only is
thank
Jen
you.
an amazing meteorologist, she is like super smart and just an awesome person in general. I mean, yay.
The most positive and amazing person I know.
Oh my God.
Jen,
You
have a
guys are
great
talking
night.
about yourselves.
No way. Jen, have a great night. Sleep well.
I
Get some
will.
good rest. It's going to be a long
care.
24 hours for all of us meteorologists. This is our Super Bowl.
It is our Super Bowl. It's our weather Super
is.
Bowl.
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh my gosh. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow maybe.
Yep. Bye, Jen.
Bye.
Bye, Jen. Take care.
You too. Bye
you, Jen.
guys. Bye.
All right. I'm going to go get a vantage point outside. Okay.
Let's go. Do this. Yay.
What?
I know, right? That's just weird.
Let's go, Dan. Wait, Dan's all about the hype. Let's get the hype going in the chat. Come on.
Brady,
Let's go.
I have the exact same gimbal that you have.
I know. It's from China. The problem is this is also banned now. You can't buy them anymore.
What?
Yeah, DJI. You okay? You can buy them. They're just not. They're not making them anymore.
Oh.
So, all right. I'm gonna go. I'm going outside to look at the snow. I'll be right back. So just feel about a minute. I'll be right back. Here, wait. I'll pull up the radar. So you guys can at least have something to talk about.
Yay.
Okay.
And I'll push play. All right, I'm gonna join on this camera and I'm gonna show you guys outside.
All right. Well, one thing we can talk about: a new mesoscale discussion got issued in Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma for ice.
Tell us about that.
Well, let me pull it up real quick here. So this is just south of the DFW area. It extends from just north of San Antonio all the way up into Shreveport, Louisiana, and this also includes Waco, Texas, Lufkin, and just north of the Houston metro. But this is for freezing rain and sleet. What? I hear an echo of myself. Oh God, not good. Oh,
That's
no.
going to probably be Brady.
Let's see here. HREF guidance indicates increasing probabilities of at least 0.05 of an inch per 3-hour freezing rainfall rates along and north of the I-10 corridor. So this is going to be for the next few to several hours in that area.
All right, yeah, I'm seeing it on the SBC website. And it looks like it's going to be just north of I-20, and it is going to include I-30, as it you got I-30 going out of Texas, just north of I-30. So,
and I-35 and 45 as well, even into I-49 in Louisiana, western Louisiana there.
And it looks like Dallas and the northern counties of DFW are in the southern portion of that that mesoscale area.
Yes. Besides that, everything is really the same. I don't think. I know. I did see about like 7 hours ago there was this accident in St. Louis. Looked like 2 semis were completely ripped open at their trailer, and their load had spilled all over the highway.
That's unfortunate.
But I think that has since been cleared. Let me find it here.
And in that mesoscale discussion, it looks like it's going to be Dallas, northern counties, Denton, Sherman. You've got Hugo and Durant. Durant's a big area with the Choctaw Casino there, so a lot of folks up there.
Can you see that on my phone?
I think so.
The highway and the semis. Very bad situation.
Yep, so
that has since been cleared, though, which is good.
Okay, and it looks like High entered the studio, so we'll bring High in. I believe that's Mr. Oh, he's
Hello.
already brought something. There he is.
It's Brady.
Oh my gosh!
Let's get you big screen.
Yeah, click on the top right corner. Oh wait, Dan, mute me. Mute my computer.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me find that.
I tell you what, we've already got a 1/2 inch here. Absolutely. Absolutely. We've already got a 1/2 inch of snow here. And guys, this is actually more than I anticipated. I was expecting maybe a dusting here, but this snow is accumulating and accumulating fast. It's a dry snow. So if I go like this, what just happened? If I go like this, it just falls off my face. Oh no. What's going on? It's going up in the sky. I tell you what, guys, the sidewalks are covered. The grass is starting to get covered as well. That means when I look at the grass and I see the grass hasn't been fully covered, that means we're generally less than an inch, maybe up to an inch. Once that grass starts to get covered, that's when we get up an inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches. And whoa, it's slippery. I almost just slipped and died. Oh my goodness. Stu, I tell you what, this is surprising to me because I know we had some snow ongoing, but I wasn't sure how heavy it was falling. And looking at this snow right now, we're not at 1 inch per hour, but we are at snow's falling at a pretty good clip here.
Yeah, I had not been outside yet, so I didn't even know what it looked like. I don't even want to go out in that cold, but I do have to note that your hat is absolutely killer. We can't see; it's very dark.
You can't see. Can you see now?
No.
Oh no! How can you see? You can see the snow, but you can't see the hat.
Yep.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, you got to come into more light.
I'll go closer to the light. Here's what I will say, guys. with this snow already falling like this early on in this event, I would not be shocked here if we got a foot plus here in Ohio, because it's accumulating quickly. And normally with these events in Ohio, it takes a couple of hours for snow to start to get on the ground because it's so cold. The second that snow started falling, it started accumulating. And that's exactly what's happening here is we're getting maximum efficiency. Can you see me better now?
Yes, you are very clear now.
Look at this.
We love the hat.
Powdery stuff that we're talking about. Oh, thank you. Look, ready? Watch this. Oh, it's going wide. Watch this. Oh, it just explodes.
I'm
That's not
100%
wet.
screen grabbing this and getting an emoji with you in this hat.
I mean, it looks like Salt Bay. Oh, yeah. I'm Snow Bay. They call me Snow Bay.
We just got a mesoscale discussion for Southwest Ohio for heavy snow. So the heavy snow is on the way, chat, for our Ohio brethren.
It's on the way. The Ohio brethren, I would expect these, whatever these pine trees, palm trees, whatever kind of trees they are. Wow, someone's on the road. You guys see them? What are we doing? Get off the roads, brethren. It's midnight. My neighbors probably don't like me out here talking so loud. Well, I think I'm going to go in and we'll wrap. This has been a report from outside. You can see about an inch of snow has fallen so far. More on the way.
Folks, give Mr. Stormcat a shout out in the chat. He is like out there in the elements. This is amazing.
That was very brave of him to venture out into the cold, because I certainly don't want to.
It's freaking cold.
Let me see what the current temperature is here in Columbus. I'm sure it's in the single digits, probably. 11 degrees feels like -1.
It's cold.
Yeah, and we're under an extreme cold watch until Tuesday morning for dangerously cold wind chills as low as -25 degrees, and I think it could get even colder than that. So
and be very careful if you go outside. I mean, you need to have your skin covered, because in a matter of minutes you can have frostbite starting to set in, and you don't want.
And not just frostbite too, but hypothermia is a big issue as well, that people need to be aware of. So if you have to go outside, bundle up, seriously. And if you have to travel somewhere, you shouldn't be traveling anywhere this weekend in a lot of these states. But if you have to travel, make sure that you have the essential emergency kit in your car, because it is very important.
Right. And if you're going to bundle up, you definitely want to bundle in layers. So have multiple layers of clothing.
For sure. And at home, put your faucets on drip. We don't want pipes exploding and water main breaks.
One of my buddies already had a pipe explode.
Oh, no.
So there will be many more people in the next week where their pipes explode. And open your cabinets. Open your cabinets. Let those pipes drip. And Dan, what do we do with the pipes again? Oh, Dan's opening his cabinets.
We let our pipes drip and we wrap them if we can see them.
That's right. Let the pipes drip. Wrap them if you can see them. And I tell you what, guys, from being outside, my fingertips are cold. They're freezing.
And
my head is cold. If you're going to go outside, wear a hat like this. If you don't have a hat like this, go to the store. If it's too late to go to the store, that's too bad. Too bad.
We've all got hats on.
Did Cat put pants on before he went outside? What is that sentence?
Yeah.
From Mr. Bone.
Meow.
Mr. Bone. No, this is not beaver fur. It's not.
Well, Kelsey says you look so cute right now.
I listen, she's crushing on Dan. I mean, what is going on, Kelsey?
She is on the Brady.
What is going on? All right. Chat, we have tracked this for hours now. We're going to wrap here. We're going to go live probably tomorrow morning around maybe 10. Depends on how late I stay up. So we'll see. I'm going to be watching the radar like a hawk because if it's looking really good, I might have to stay up till like 2. So we'll see. Right now, I'm going to put the stream time at 11. Let's just be safe. But I could be as early as 10. Could be as late as 5.
Mama G has pictures for you in Discord.
Let's look. And I just exited out of Discord. What the?
Chalked. Absolutely chalked.
What's the definition of chalked? Let's look. Wait. Wow.
Where's that?
This is in Van Alstyne, Texas. Looks like
Van Alstyne.
Van Alstyne. Wow, look at that freezing rain. That is some major freezing rain. Freezing rain, it's freezing in drops.
Look at that.
That's ludicrous. Freezing on poles. Freezing on trees. That, guys, that's at least 1/4 of an inch. Absolutely.
Yep. That's freezing rain that froze.
Yeah. that would be accurate. That is crazy. This is heavy. Look at this. Look at the trees. These are great picks. I totally agree, Mama G. Unbelievable picks from Mama G.
Yeah.
Look at the trees, guys. That is freezing.
That.
Oh my goodness.
Those limbs look very weighed down in the background at the top of that tree.
Look at that.
Wow.
That is beautiful, but also terrifying.
I believe it takes about a 1/2 inch in ice before you start getting tree limbs starting to break.
And that's looking pretty close.
We should get someone from Encore on here one of these days.
Who's that?
Yeah, what?
That's their electrical company.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'll see if I'll reach out to them.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Dan. Ohio starting to get some power outages.
That's snow emergencies.
Or snow emergency. Whoops. Cat.
Meow.
That cat is staying warm. Oh, no.
The beaver rats.
Wow.
No.
So many talented folks in the chat and Discord.
Chat, what are we doing? You understand, this right here is why RAM prices are through the roof.
Is that some wood you're holding?
You know what? We're not doing it. We're not doing this. Snow emergencies, Ohio. Already getting some snow emergencies in Ohio.
Oh, no.
All right, that's it. We're out of pictures. We're all out. Let's see.
Now the questions are in the chat.
That was so
What even are the... Oh, no.
We have an intense snow band about to come through to Columbus, Brady.
That's why I'm staying up.
It's looking real good. That southern line that just passed Chillicothe there. It's in a mesoscale discussion too. 1 inch per hour rates appear possible.
It's lifting up there.
National Weather Service. Visibility's under 1/2 mile.
Oh, yeah.
Can we pull up? Do we have I know our traffic cams are still images, but
traffic cams are cooked.
It's like Texas.
Did you guys see Mount Kilauea in Hawaii erupted and they issued an ashfall warning?
That's a problem.
That was one of the chat comments earlier. Was about Kilauea.
That's a problem. Kelsey, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go experience it, and then tomorrow I'll be live, and you'll be able to see more snow on the ground. Tomorrow will be more exciting because I should have about 7 inches on the ground by the time I wake up. Yeah,
That's a lot of people.
Kalaiua is chalked. I agree. All right, we're doing the final roundtable. Stu, starting with you. Any final words for the people?
Stay safe. Stay warm. God, I don't even know. This storm is honestly probably a once in a decade storm. Maybe even once in every couple decades. It's a lot of snow. I've never seen a foot of snow in my life. So I'm pretty excited for this storm myself. But yeah, everyone just stay safe, stay warm. W's in the chat for everyone that's been on tonight.
Hey, W's in chat for Stu. Great work tonight, brother Stu.
Yeah, great work.
Thank you.
Agent Dan.
Loving everyone in the chat. Everyone stay safe. This is this is not 2021 for Texas, but it's up there. It's not a sneezing storm.
I would agree. Don't sneeze at the storm because chances that you'll hit yourself in the face are probably high. And Dan, I would agree. It's probably not 2021, but I tell you what, it's probably the closest analog that we've had since then.
Yep.
And I guarantee you, when you look at the power outage map tomorrow morning, there will be a lot more power outages.
Yep. And I'm hearing the sleet still hitting the window.
Wow. Dan, I'm sorry. You should have been a massive snowstorm. I'm sorry. It's brutal.
Are there any sleep percels?
There could be.
Ooh.
There will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
With that severe weather. All right, chat. Well, it was fun.
Are we going to talk about severe weather?
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to go get ready for the morning, get some dinner, and maybe go get a snow angel. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to our mods, Mama G, Fuzzy, Carly. Who else of our mods were in here? I think that's it for now. And everyone that joined the channel, that joined the stream tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did. See you tomorrow. This is a historic storm that will drop 18 inches of snow for someone. I hope it's me. I don't know if it will be. But someone from Boston to Indiana is going to get 18 inches. And I got news for you guys. At some point tonight, we will see, and I'll probably stay up for this point, we will see snow in New York. Actually, we see it now. There is snow getting to New York City right now. At the same time, there is snow in El Paso, Texas. I've been saying it for days.
So far west Texas, my goodness.
It's crazy, Dan.
It's snowing in Arizona.
Insane. Yeah, in Arizona, just to the east of Phoenix. We've been telling you this was going to happen for days, and now it is. And it's happening almost the exact way that we thought it would. And that's why you follow us here on this channel. Because we'll entertain you, but we'll also give you accurate weather info. So thank you all for being a part of our wonderful community. We'll be back at it tomorrow, probably around 11, maybe 10 a.m. Eastern. Keep an eye on that YouTube link for that time. I'll try to update it as accurately as I possibly can, but I'm going to put 11 right now. Huge shout out to everyone that donated as well. From Wilson to Beyond WX, become a member, to Nick Wheeler, to Haley again, to Intel Alpha, to Wilson, to Stu, to Bubba, to the Klepty, who absolutely broke the stream. That's all I got for you guys. From Stu, to Dan, to Jen, to John, who all joined the channel today, who all joined the stream today.
And Kyle.
Find someone. Tell them you love them. Tell them you care about them. Do something nice for someone today. We're all going to need good neighbors in this storm. Be a good neighbor. Be a good friend. Be a good family member.
At Wilson016 super chatted $4.99. Nice hat, Brady. I love it.
Oh.
I'm about to sing Amazing Grace.
Oh. Thank you, Wilson. W's in chat for Brother Wilson, who ended the stream with the 5 bomb. Thank you, Brother Wilson. I'll wear that hat more often. That's all I got. The Stormcat 5. I'll see you on the next one, which is tomorrow. I call this one Alive in the Snowstorm. The radar's glowing, the flakes fly fast. That first spin hit, this storm won't pass. Snow piling up right outside the door, and it's only gonna give us more. I'm live on the stream, the night's locked in. Dan's calling trends as the winds they kick in. Stu's breaking down what's falling where. He said, yeah, this storm came prepared. We're live in the snowstorm, here we go. Heavy bands putting on a show. From radar sweeps to streets below. This is the night that the snow takes hold. Rates are ripping, visibility's low. Clouds chasing bands as they come and go. Dan says this one still got time. Stu nods, yep, that's a strong snow line. The wind starts gusting, the drifts stack high. Street lights glow in a snowy sky. Alerts kept buzzing and the roads slowed down. The winds are tightening up the entire town. We're live in a snowstorm, watching it grow. Every update, minute by minute, we go. Cold air locked, no melting zone. The storm's here, and it's all snow. What a show. Sing it with me.